Right, are we good? Are we live? I think we are. Hello all and welcome back to the Women's Football Chat Live. Tonight we have a huge match in the WSL title race. Chelsea travel to Tottenham with a win mandatory if they want to win the title. It'll all come down to this Saturday and goal difference. But tonight Chelsea just need to win and they will lead going into the final game week. An incredibly crucial game. Harry, how could you not be excited?
I mean, this is it, isn't it? I bet every single Man City fan has got their Tottenham shirt on tonight and are hoping and praying that the Villa side can do something which could see them be champions. For Chelsea, it's simple as you say. A win has to happen. No draw, no loss, have to win. No excuses now for Chelsea. Got to lay all their chips on the table and show that they're here for the fight. If they do win tonight, we go into Saturday level on points. That is absolutely ridiculous. That's all we want to see, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we're here. We're at the business end now. There are 5 more days, so we will know who are the WSL champions. Wow. It is an incredibly poignant moment, crucial moment in the WSL season. Games like this matter so much. And if Chelsea want to claim a 5th consecutive WSL title, then they must win tonight. But welcome if you are tuning in. Mr. Big Piss, good to see you saying, hello guys, I'm back. Are you feeling me? Well, if you're feeling excited, Mr. Big Piss, then I certainly am, because I have been very excited for this game for a while. But yeah, we've got to be calm tonight, Chelsea. We can't let the occasion get the better of us. And I think we shouldn't let the stream get the better of us. And instead, we should go for our usual processes. 100%. So let's start with the lineups. Now, of course, we are away. Chelsea are away tonight. Hang on, sorry, I've just clicked on something I shouldn't have. But mine is not working this evening. But it will be very interesting to see who comes out on top tonight. Because Tottenham played a couple of days ago. Chelsea, they've had a bit of a rest. Does that have an impact?
100%, especially when you mentioned that the game that Tottenham played was the FA Cup final.
That they lost in
losing
fashion.
Losing 4-0 at Wembley is going to impact any team. And for Tottenham, they've got to pick themselves up again and tonight and prove they can give the best in the business a game. For Chelsea, they want it to be as simple and as comfortable as possible. Goals galore, no panicking at all, no stress, big win, do what they can.
Indeed. Right, let's have a look at the lineups then. We, of course, are at the Gohorn Group Stadium. I'm not exactly sure, but that is the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and their lineup is as follows. It's a 4-3-3 tonight for Tottenham, but as always, we expect that'll look a little more like a 4-2-3-1 or 4-4-2, depending whether they're in or out of possession. Barbara Votikova comes back in between the sticks after Rebecca Spencer's huge blunder at Wembley on Sunday. In the back 4, it's the same back 4, Neville, Turner, Bühler and Nilden. Of course, midfield 3, Grace Clinton returns. Obviously, she didn't feature in the FA Cup final due to being cup tied, being on loan from Manchester United. Suman and Andrew Spence in there as well. Then on the right wing, it's Naz, the left wing, Bizet, and leading the line, Beth England. Couple of changes in there then from the side that lost to United. Good changes?
It makes sense, doesn't it? When you've been battered 4-0 in any game, let alone a final, you need to rotate, you need to keep things fresh. And I'm sure, again, Villahan would have looked at the errors on Sunday. He'd have looked at, in training, who had clearly taken a knock of confidence, who was still ready and raring to go. And I'm sure they've all weighed into decisions, but it's a decent side. They're a good side on their day. They can cause anyone problems, and the 11 that he's put out there are a decent team.
They are indeed. Let's have a look at the Chelsea team then. Chelsea line up in a 4-2-3-1 as always, and it is as follows. In between the sticks, it's Akira Musovic. Again, we saw her line up in the Bristol City match. We see her again tonight. In the back 4, Charles, Bright, Bjorn and Lawrence. Lawrence at right back, Charles at left back. Good to see Bright back in the side. Her and Bjorn have been a good partnership when they've both been available this season. The midfield 3, or the pivot, consists of Leopolds and Cuthbert. On one flank, it will be Hermano. On the other, it will be Guro Wrighton. Beaver Jones playing in the attacking midfield role, and Macaro leading the line. Now, that attack could be in many different positions, because it could be Guro in attacking midfield, Beaver Jones on the left. It could be Macaro in attacking midfield, Beaver Jones up front, Guro on the left. There's lots of options. Hermano could be in attacking midfield. Beaver Jones could be on the right. There's lots of different ways that attack could configure itself. Do you think that versatility and flexibility makes Chelsea very dangerous tonight?
I mean, yeah, it is. I like to see it a lot when teams do this, because for the opposition, how frustrating is it to be able to mark 3 players that are constantly moving between each other? And, let's not beat around the bush. They are 3 very, very good attackers. Are these Chelsea's finest? No, but they are still very, very good. Speaking of, I don't know what Canaride or Hampton or certain other players have done to Emma Hayes in the last few weeks, but I thought this 11 was pretty weak for the Bristol City game. I didn't think it was going to be convincing enough. It was, in the end.
Well, yeah, if 8-0 didn't convince you, then
tonight,
need to question
for
that.
Tottenham, that builds me more. I know the side won 8-0 against Bristol City, but that is a completely different prospect.
Yeah.
You know, I don't get it.
I get what you're saying. I think that Canaride's performances were a massive letdown, and I can understand why there was a bit of rotation there. I don't think Lauren James has been very sharp since about March. She's had quite a quiet April and start of May, and of course was injured for the last few weeks as well. So they've had a couple issues in that regard. I don't really understand the decision to bench Hannah Hampton. For me, it feels like at the end of the season, Emma Hayes is a bit panicky. Yeah. We're not really comfortable in the title race, and I can understand why you would then go for those players you trust a little bit more. But it's weird that in certain areas she's playing players like Musovic, players she trusts, but then in attacking areas not going for those players that have been a real force for her in recent years, instead going for those rogue options like Hermano, who hasn't played a whole lot of football. For me, there's a weird juxtaposition there that doesn't really make sense. But I look at this Chelsea team tonight and I see no reason why they shouldn't beat Tottenham. I still think with, disregarding the rotation, it's still a really strong side. I don't see a single player in the Tottenham side who's better than a single player in the Chelsea side. Maybe you could make an argument Clinton over Hermano, but a couple of players doesn't really make a difference. I still think this Chelsea team should have the measure of Tottenham. So in that regard, I'm not concerned. And I think a lot of it will be resting up for Sunday as well. If we have Lauren James, Saturday, all ready to go for Saturday against Man United, I think that's the opium, isn't it? Especially given I think Tottenham are a worse side right now than United. I think Tottenham are going to struggle tonight. They're coming off the back of a really tough loss in the FA Cup final. For me, this is a perfect opportunity for Chelsea to really give, nail in the coffin, really put a blow to Tottenham. But Tottenham will be keen to make an impact. So it very much depends what we see from Tottenham tonight. But yeah, good to see so many people in chat, by the way. Justin Williams saying you guys are the best. That is very high praise. Thank you so much, Justin, saying so great to get solid live commentary on women's football. No worries, Justin. It's you guys that make it possible. If you keep tuning into these streams, we're going to keep doing them. So yeah. And next season, we'll be hoping to do even more. This has been our first season having this channel, but next season, we hope to do even more stuff. Gaffer Gab saying, can't watch today. So grateful for this stream to listening. Up the Chelsea. No worries, Gaffer Gab. Thank you so much for tuning in. And Timecast saying up the Chelsea as well. Good to see so much support for the Blues tonight. And in the chat, in the polling chat, that's very much seen. 91% saying Chelsea will win tonight. 9% going Tottenham. I feel they're either Tottenham or Man City fans. Most people think Chelsea will win tonight. The confidence is with Chelsea. Do you think that is well placed? Yeah, it makes sense. But for the Chelsea players, they need to avoid all of that. And, this is what champions do. We, as the fans and as spectators, pundits, whatever, off the pitch, we can get caught up in the whole, if Chelsea win, it means this. If Chelsea lose, it means this. If this happens, it will come down to Saturday. As the players, as the team, you have to put all that aside. You have to focus on tonight. And tonight, for them, they've got to get it in their mind. It's another 3 points. That's all. It's another game. It's another win. It's another 3 points. Don't think about the permutations. Don't think about the impact the result might have. Go out there, focus on winning the game, and then afterwards we can cheer that we're top of the league. Well, it's just like the Bristol City match in that regard, isn't it? Because we were speaking in the studio, we were counting the goals. Now, what Chelsea needed was a professional job. They just had to get the goals. Now, they wouldn't have been sat there. Well, they would have been counting the goals to a certain extent, but a lot of it would have been just go out there, get the job done, professional performance. If the goals come, that's a nice bonus. For us in the studio, we're sat here going, we want 9. They're just happy getting that result. I think you could tell they need tonight. The way we set up in that game, Emma Hayes definitely was like hinting at the fact she wanted loads of goals, but probably didn't say it to the players. Tonight, I think it's less about counting goals. It is more about the points. We've done the goals. Tonight's just got to be a professional job. Get the win over the line. 1-0, sit in the goal for 90 minutes. I don't mind. The more goals, well, no, because we did that against Liverpool and we lost the game, so let's not do that. But, tonight we've done the goals part. We've done that part. For me, that was the easier part. Tonight is like getting the points done when it means the most, when the most pressure is on. The most intense game of our season. This is the toughest game of our season, purely because of what it means. I completely agree, but some goals would be nice as well because we do only have a 1-goal margin, and I think City could put a few past Villa, whereas we're less likely to put a large number past Man United. So we have got to consider that. We can't go too defensive tonight. Chelsea do need to win by a comfortable margin for me to have that confidence going into
Because
Saturday.
if Chelsea win 3 or 4-0 tonight, for me, unless Chelsea lose on Saturday, City aren't going to score 4 or more goals against Villa. I don't think Villa are going to roll over like that, like get absolutely tanked.
But even if they got 5, Chelsea would only need to win like 2-0, 3-0, depending on what the result is.
I mean, my concern is it is United. It's not an easy game for Chelsea whatsoever.
Not by any means, no.
But for Emma Hayes, I mean, that is probably one of the worst ties you could get. United away on the final day when you need to win the title. Horrible game. Just not a good side. But we know how much Mark Skinner would.
I imagine they'll have a strong crowd as well, because it's the first time they've played at Old Trafford, I believe, this season, or one of the few times they've played at Old Trafford. So there's a good chance we'll see a strong crowd there. I think it's going to be a difficult one for Chelsea. And so therefore tonight is even more crucial because we have to win and we have to score a couple goals. I really want to be in a comfortable position.
To win tonight puts all the pressure. Basically, what a win tonight for Chelsea means is that Chelsea go from having to play catch-up to being the chasers, to having all the pressure put on them. Win tonight, puts them above City.
Completely by their own fault, by the way, because Chelsea should have beaten Liverpool. And then the title race, we'd now be looking at it in a completely different way. We'd be saying a win tonight would practically crown Chelsea. And that's where the frustration lies, I think. But Chelsea can't consider that tonight. They've just got to get the job done. It's got to be a professional one. And the players heading out of the tunnel now. So, Harry, what is your prediction for today's game?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, as you say, Chelsea need a professional job. That's going to factor in our prediction. For Tottenham, it is about bouncing back. You've got to respond. You can't turn up at Wembley, lose 4-0, and not bounce back in style. They'll be wanting to turn up tonight. They know they'll play the team they're playing. They know the pressure's on Chelsea. They know Chelsea need to win tonight. They've got to use that to their advantage. Try and make them unsettle them, make them feel nervy in the first few minutes, cause some problems. Because Tottenham are a good side on their day, and they definitely can cause Chelsea some issues.
Well, we've seen that a lot this season. Tottenham are a very decent team. They didn't show it on Sunday, but they are a very good team.
But for me, I think Chelsea got this in the bag. I am going to go 3-1 to the Blues. I think Chelsea will take the lead through Guro Wrighton. That lead will be doubled through Kat Macario. Then Grace Clinton will get one back for Tottenham in the second half. But it'll be a third goal from Millie Bright to confirm Chelsea's win. And I mean, send Chelsea top of the league.
Love it. Yeah, like that a lot. I will say, tempted to say 4-0, but then that tempts me to say 5-0 because United got 4. But I'll say 4-0. I think Chelsea, it's going to be tough. Tottenham are at home, and that will play into it. I think a lot of the reason Tottenham lost at the weekend was because it was at Wembley and the occasion got the better of them. I do think, though, Chelsea will have the advantage this evening. And, I'm going to go for 4-0. I think it will be 1-0 at half-time for Aggie Beaver-Jones.
Yeah.
Bit of a nervy second half. Then Lauren James will come on, score. I'll say a Frank Kirby goal and a Guro Wrighton one as well, because she's been really, really quality in the last few weeks. And hopefully we see more of that today. But, both such players on the field now. Emma Hayes and Villa Harm shaking hands. Here we go. This is really the WSL title decider, or the precursor to a title deciding weekend. Chelsea must win if they want to stay in the fight. City will be sitting with everything crossed, watching on for this game. But I'm very excited for it. I hope you guys are as well.
I mean, it's nothing we've ever seen before. We've never had a title fight this close. To be honest, it's frankly ridiculous. How on Saturday the title we decide on goal difference is an absolute joke. I hate it because for me, obviously, be so happy if Chelsea win.
After Villa just beat City, then we don't need to worry.
Exactly. You have to feel for if Chelsea were to win tonight, they go into Saturday level on points. You have to feel for whichever side don't take the title, because both sides have been so good this season, so perfect that it feels so harsh that only one can win the league.
Yeah.
But that's what the league football is, and eventually, at the end of the day, I guess the champions are always the ones that deserve it. I guess you have to look at it like that. But either way, tonight is going to be a brilliant game. Chelsea now on the line. Tottenham want to bounce back in style. Let's enjoy it.
Yeah, let's indeed. Should be a very good game this evening. And as always, Tottenham will be keen to get one over Chelsea. It's something they've not done yet, so I don't think this game is by any means a foregone conclusion. He slipped the referee, blows a whistle on both sets of players, taking in a stand against all forms of discrimination. And now, here at Brisbane Road, we'll get underway for 90 minutes of exhilarating WSL action. He slip, blows a whistle, Clinton knocks it back, and we're underway here. It's Tottenham versus Chelsea, the WSL title race on the line in this game. And immediately it's Tottenham who are coming forward. Naz tries to bring it down this left-hand side, but a touch escapes her, and that's out of play for a Chelsea throw. Lucky, welcome to the stream, saying, hey lads, good to see you, Lucky. As always, if you are watching along, feel free to get involved in the live chat, and we will try and read out your messages. Obviously, though, today's game is a big one. Lawrence driving that ball inside. England takes it off of her, and there was a coming together in there, but it's Tottenham who keep the ball. Cuthbert makes a good tackle, and there's a bit of a clumsy one. She definitely left a bit on Beth England, but gets away with it in the box there.
Yeah, I mean, I think the initial one from Lawrence was actually a bit on the line. And I thought Ace was going to go a free kick there, but she didn't. And then Cuthbert, I mean, taking a risk this early into such a huge game.
Yeah.
But I mean, I wouldn't trust anyone else to get that right there.
Yeah, spot on. Spence wants to bring that ball forwards, but we'll go back now to Beulah. And back to Drew Spence. Place it inside. I think Chelsea can't panic tonight, and that's a really good interception there from Hermano. Beaver Jones takes it through the legs of Clinton, now gives it back to Charles. And it's with Bjorn. Lovely ball towards Hermano. Her touch, though, isn't great, and Tottenham win the ball back. England, Nilden.
That's the other thing with Chelsea. The bench is absolutely ridiculous. You know, I look at James, Cannery, Nuskin, Kirby.
Incredible impact.
To come on in attacking areas is ridiculous.
Clinton lifts that ball over the top, but Bjorn will intercept it and stop Bizet from running in behind. Now Charles into Beaver Jones, but she can't hold on to it. Macario will challenge for it and win it. Sumanen getting stuck in there. Macario somehow still holds on to the ball. No idea how she's managed that. Takes aim from range, and it's a fairly comfortable claim for Barbara Votikova. But worth it, taking aim from that sort of area.
Yeah, I don't mind that from Macario. We know she got that in her locker, and she did well initially. I thought she might have shifted out to Hermano, obviously against it, but an easy one in the end.
Good challenge in there from Cuthbert. Intercepting the ball, and now Chelsea will settle into their shape once more. Lucky says, a very tough game, have to hold our own and win. Yeah, exactly that.
If there's any side in the world that can do it when, you know, there's a title on the line, when there's, you know, a lot of pressure on, it is Chelsea.
Yeah.
In the WSL anyway, we know what Barcelona are like when there's a trophy on the line.
Here's Ashley Lawrence, pokes it inside. Cuthbert. Sorry, Leopold's holding off the defender well in there. Hermano, now Bright.
I'm intrigued to see how we fare with this, with the pivot of Cuthbert and Leopold's, because for me, the last few games, we've looked a bit scruffy with the ball until we've bought England. You know, we've bought England at half time in both recent games.
Well, she started the Bristol City game, didn't she? And we were a bit slow in that one. So it goes both ways, really. We didn't have her in for Liverpool. We had no control in there. We had her in for Bristol City, and it was too controlled. So very much depends on the opponent, I guess. Nilden plays it down the line. Now Sumanen will look to bring it forwards for Tottenham. Beth England playing out wide tonight, but it'll be Naz that gets on the end of this ball forwards. Naz bursting into the box, but she is offside. Fortunately for Chelsea. But they've got to be mindful of that tonight. With Naz playing through the middle, Tottenham do have a really pacey forward. If they can get the ball in behind, she's more than likely going to win it. As long as she stays on side, of course.
I mean, I don't think Tottenham started too badly here, and Naz gets a bit unlucky there. She did it well initially. Just got the timing of the run a little bit wrong, but got in between Lawrence and Bright and caused some problems. This was Macario's mazy run. Took on 3 players. Thought, tell you what, she's going to look
Perhaps going to look to shift that right. Hermano was in space, but I understand early stages you're going to take aim, see what you get from it. But yeah, good claim, comfortable claim for Barbara Votikova, which is crucial as well because she's not played much senior competitive football recently.
Yeah, 100%.
Here's Millie Bright. Now Lawrence. Lawrence goes out wide, make a Hermano. Now Lawrence again. Bright. Here's Bjorn. She'll carry that ball out of defence now, Natalie Bjorn. Feeds it through. Guro right and breaking into the box now. Cuts it back, Beaver Jones. And it's an easy claim for Votikova again.
But good stuff from Chelsea, moving it quickly, causing
Chelsea worked it well.
I mean, seeing Guro right and doing what she does best is absolutely a great run through the back line.
She looks sharp again, Guro right, and that's the crucial thing.
I mean, she was absolutely superb in that Bristol City game.
She got it well there, to be fair, Beaver Jones. Didn't have a lot of time about that effort.
And from that angle, she hit the target. That's all we can, can't complain.
Yeah, Bright. Now Lawrence. Drives it inside, and Leopold tries to take it in her stride, but can't. Hermano.
Beaver Jones
Fights
has
for
got
it.
to tell Leopold that
I'll
ball
give it
coming
him.
to her, because we would avoid this whole silly moment here and now giving Tottenham a throw. Should have let that run into Aggie and then could have, seen what she could have done with it.
Indeed. Here is Ashley Lawrence. Back now to goalkeeper Musovic. But yeah, it's what you'd expect for the first 5 minutes. Chelsea have been the better side, you would say, but it's been quite cagey so far. Charles plays it into Wrighton. Wrighton back out to Charles. Tries to go back to Wrighton, but it's well dealt with by Bizet. She does now go inside to Macario, who'll put it into the box. And a good, important header from Amy James-Turner in there. Now England scrapping with Hermano. Hermano does really well there to see off the physical challenge of Beth England.
They're saying Beth England didn't play any of the ball.
Yeah.
Did really well.
Bjorn. Understandable, obviously, Tottenham with 2 ex-Chelsea players, and the game will have heightened emotion and importance for them. Here's Macario now up against Summanen. Nice dribbling from... Oh, that's wonderful as she picks out right into the box. Big chance, but it goes over everyone. Lawrence will try and keep it alive now.
Chelsea just got Tottenham penned in here.
Hermano will try and bring it forwards. Does go back now, though, to Bright. And again, Chelsea will work it back round. Very high at the moment, Chelsea. Doesn't even a bit vulnerable to counter-attacks, but it also means they're very dangerous. Lawrence. Hermano. And does lose the ball in there, but it comes off of Nilden.
No, it
came off Hermano. So will be a Tottenham throw.
I don't know, just a couple of moves at the moment, breaking down on this right-hand side. Bit frustrating at times.
Yeah, Hermano is clearly a talented player, but there is still a very raw element to her game. It's similar to what we saw at the end of last season where Beaver Jones started getting minutes. And I think next season, with a full pre-season in the first team, I can see Hermano being a very good player, but there's definitely some kinks in her game to iron out. She's not the perfect player or the finished article yet, Hermano, but there's a lot of promise there.
Yeah.
Lawrence. Now back to Millie Bright, and she'll look to change the direction of this attack. Ball out wide to Charles. Charles does bring it under her control. Ball into the box. It's going to fall for Beaver Jones. Headed away. Hermano picks it up, strikes it. That's blocked. It looked like an arm, but he slipped. No, doesn't give it.
That's a Stonewall penalty.
And now Tottenham will look to bring it the other way. Clinton plays it in behind for Nats to chase, but Bjorn seems to have that. Heaslip loves to bottle a big decision, doesn't she?
That looked like a Stonewall penalty to me, but we'll have a look on the replay when we get to see it.
Lawrence. Hermano forced back to Lawrence. Now it's with Leopolds. Hermano. Cuthbert. Hermano. Nice football. Finds Macario. Leopolds drilled wide, and Chelsea really spreading Tottenham now. Wrighton. Lifts it towards Macario. She brings it under her control. Tries to turn, puts it into the box, and Votikova will claim it well. Chelsea, though, looking the better side at the moment, harshly denied a penalty there. We should hopefully see a replay now. Looked like a penalty to me.
Have a look. Hermano's a shot. That's a
penalty.
He saves it.
That's a penalty.
Buda saved it.
Quite simply, that should be a penalty. Hermano brings it down really well, strikes it well on the volley, and it's blocked only by the arm. I don't think that's close enough to her body for me.
Oh, no, it's not. Because if the arm is down by her thigh, that goes in.
Outstretched there. It's a poor call from Heaslip once again. Hopefully it has no impact on the game.
It's the whole VAR discussion again, isn't it? That's just, I'm intrigued to see what you guys in chat think about it, but that for me isn't a Stonewall penalty that has just been completely missed by the two, even if Heaslip doesn't see that, surely the linesman can see that as well. You have to ask the question sometimes of the officials.
Yeah, Bjorn. Ball over the top. Gura Wrighton will give chase. It's headed down. Beaver Jones picks it up. Tries to give it out wide to Hermano, but Hermano unable to keep that in. It wasn't a great pass out wide from Beaver Jones, to be fair. No. But yeah, and I think Hayes now just communicating that Chelsea just need to calm it down at times. There's a bit rushed there from Beaver Jones.
Yeah, we're nearly 10 minutes through here, and it's not been too bad. Chelsea do just starting to get some control in this game as well, but Hermano committing a foul there. It's not been a great first 10 minutes for Hermano, I have to say. And also I know she's a young talent, and she, is still growing, is still learning and developing, but for me tonight, in a game like this, the first 10 minutes hasn't been good enough.
Yeah, I don't think that's an unfair assessment, but yeah, I think you do have to consider context. She's very young, someone who hasn't got a whole lot of WSL experience. The only way you gain WSL experience, obviously, those are playing the WSL.
Yeah.
So. Here come Tottenham, Beulah. England turns well, plays Naz in behind. Here come Tottenham. Ball back in towards the box. Naz offside again, though. Got to watch that run tonight.
Yeah.
Naz, if she does get in, it's going to be dangerous, but she's just timing it wrong every time at the moment.
Yeah. Clearly, she's a very quick player. She's quicker than Bright, quicker than Bjorn. She knows that.
She can afford to take her time with that. Can afford to wait a moment.
Give me hard. I mean, we're going to see the handball back here again. Hamano, good effort.
Ultimately, we can't turn back time, but that, yeah, should be a penalty.
I mean, looking back on that, it's laughable. Like, it's just a save.
Well, if Boticova and Spencer are injured one week, you know they're sticking in goal. Tottenham throw now, though, on the near side. Nilden goes down the line. Lawrence heads forwards. Cuthbert. Good header in there, but it will end up going out for a throw. Tottenham 1-0 again.
Yeah. Chelsea just growing into this game. Building on it.
Yeah, now they're coming forwards. Beaver Jones drives inside. That looked dubious in there, but there weren't too many protests from Chelsea players as well.
Yeah, two options on the left that were being marked up, and there was no option on the right. Someone's got to make a run on the right hand side. Whether both options there were on her left, and then she tried to cut back on to the right hand side.
But a little too forceful in there, bringing down Clinton, and Tottenham keen to get this going quickly now. Neville goes down the line, but Charles will jump in front of it. Now plays down the line. Guro Wrighton coming forwards for Chelsea. Takes it past Ashley Neville. Wrighton driving into the box, cuts it back, and no one's there.
Macario's got to anticipate that. Like, that's not I don't think that was too far away from Macario.
No.
I think she's on her toes and ready to receive that. She could have ran onto that and hit it. Or at least made an attempt to get there.
Right, Bjorn. Now Macario. Leopolds. Ball forward into Wrighton. Wrighton tries to stab it towards Beaver Jones, but it doesn't quite come off.
It's got a similar feel to the Bristol City game. The difference was Bristol City aren't a very, very good opposition. They gave Chelsea a penalty and there was a scruffy second goal in there. But the way this first 12 minutes have gone, it's a little bit panicky from Chelsea, a little bit rushed, a little bit rough around the edges, this performance overall. And Chelsea just need to calm down, take a minute, start playing their football. We've seen misplaced passes, players slipping over, moves breaking down when we get into the penalty area. Chelsea just need to relax a little bit, especially in the final third.
Yeah, I completely agree. Charles wins the ball, and now here come Chelsea. Charles is having a lot of the ball tonight, coming down this left-hand side. Puts it in there. Hermano heads, and it's over. Big opportunity for Chelsea. Unlucky for Hermano. She does well to meet that, but just doesn't keep it down.
Yeah, she's made the right decision. It's brilliant from Charles. Robbed it on the halfway line. Burst down the left-hand side.
Was there a better option here than to lift it towards the far post?
It's a good ball in, I feel. And, I mean, Hermano's done much. She does well to go over her head, but just gets under it.
Yeah.
Heads it up into the diving header. You have to keep the diving header low.
Yeah, the thing is, she's focusing so much on just making contact with it, rather than actually where that ball's going to end up.
The way Charles put that ball in, she's put the pace on it for you. You don't need to put pace behind that ball. Charles has done that bit for you. You just have to flick it on there.
Yeah. Anyway, Chelsea throw in now. Chelsea have had the measure of the chances, though, and they haven't looked vulnerable on the counter tonight, which they did against Bristol City, even in the very early stages of that game.
Yeah.
Chelsea looked, very open. Bristol City looked dangerous, and they could have scored. Tottenham haven't had the same chances. They've had a couple of times that they've got the ball through, but Chelsea's high line caught Naz off both times. And yeah, I don't think that you could have any complaints about Chelsea's performance so far. Fairly good display. Anyway, Hermano posts it back towards Lawrence, and it's a bit scruffy, but it does come off. Now Hermano with the ball. Spence brings her down. No foul in there in the eyes of Heaslip. Looked like both sets of players thought it was, but play continues. Naz takes aim, and Musovic has no qualms over catching that one. Bit of a weird decision in there. Looked like a foul to me, but fair enough. Weigman watching on as well. I think Jessica Naz is someone that will be in Weigman's considerations.
I mean, yeah, obviously she was listed as a what do you call them? Like an on
Standby.
Yeah, as a standby player in her squad. So definitely part of her, in her brain, part of her plans, potentially going forward, we can see her in the prop squad.
Yeah.
Do you think we need to see a bit more from her though? Yeah, I look at the other top class forwards that England have, and I think she's still a little bit way
There's
off.
definitely some strong competition in there. Even from our own teammate, Grace Clinton. I don't think she gets in over her at all. Hermano. Here's Beaver Jones, and Chelsea will be forced back now. Bright could look to go straight out to Charles, but they've played that ball a few too many times. That's rushed in there from Beaver Jones. Sorry, from Erin Cuthbert. Can't find Hermano, and Chelsea and Tottenham get the ball back. Bueller goes down the line, but that's just going to find Bright. Lawrence. Cuthbert. Now Hermano will be forced back to Millie Bright. Hermano. And that is a bit of a hospital ball, but Musovic will come and sweep it up and send it straight to Botakova. Thank God she was, though.
Yeah.
I don't really get that there. Hermano and Bright just seem to get stuck in this corner playing weird passes.
No, it just has been very messy, especially down this right-hand side.
Given how under pressure we were,
Lawrence has got away.
That's a poor pass from Nilden.
Yeah, if Nilden can pass the ball there, Lawrence is banging trouble because she stepped up massively. Yeah, this was the Naz effort a moment ago that Musovic made Musovic think.
Yeah.
Made Musovic think about it, but
in the end, quite a comfortable save.
Yeah. That's a great ball to Guro Wrighton.
Dealt with in the middle though, and it's going to drop on the edge, but Spencer should have no issue playing that forwards. Clinton brings it down. Good challenge in there from Leopolds. Falls for Cuthbert here, who could look to hit one. Does hit one. Spilt by Votakova. No one from Chelsea following in. She's able to claim the spinning ball. Good effort though from Cuthbert.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Someone's got to be running in on this.
Chelsea were running it
got to
back.
anticipate.
No Cuthbert's going to hit that.
And there's going to be venom behind it.
Votakova gets lucky, I'd say that much. Gets really lucky.
Yeah.
A, that could have been a better strike from Cuthbert, and B, to spill that and not get punished. It's a let off.
Yeah, Joseph Masher went to the stream saying, come on, Chelsea. Yeah, here's Guro Wrighton, plays it down the line. Beaver Jones holds it up well. Now trying to work it round. Bueller pokes it away, and that's how to play for a Chelsea throw.
Yeah, just didn't see anything on there. Aggie Beaver Jones and tried to find a way round Bueller, but didn't work.
Charles tries to play it inside. Macario misses the header. Good challenge in there from Bjorn on Naz. Just unsettling her as she challenged for the ball. And now Chelsea have possession. Lawrence goes back across to Bjorn. Picks out Wrighton out wide. Here's Charles. She turns back and uses Macario. Now Wrighton in the box, and she's got under that one and caught it horribly.
She hit it too early.
She complained she was fouled, but yeah, not sure that's the right decision in there from Wrighton.
Yeah, just spin and then just panic and kick it. I don't really know what that was. I mean, as she said, she's appealing for the penalty, but I mean, perhaps that's just a bit of her hoping for something. But it's a great ball and really good set. I don't know why. I don't know why she just turns and hits it. I mean,
it's never a penalty.
No.
Never. Just a
bizarre
poor decision, really.
Right? She did really well, and she just spin Neville. Should have just kept driving. Didn't need to hit it that early. And a few words there between Votakova and Nilden before Votakova takes this goal kick. Don't know what that was about. But yeah, we are going to get going again in this game.
Right, now Hermano. Leopolds. Beaver Jones, nice turn. Can't shift the ball out wide as Clinton jumps in front of it. England turns back to Nilden. He's going to try and bring that ball up the line. Too soft in there from Hermano. Cuthbert then can't make a challenge. Ball spread wide by Clinton. Neville. Now Bizet. Tries to play it inside. Good challenge from Macario. Interesting at least to see Macario in that midfield role tonight. Something we've not seen her do. obviously playing as that attacking midfielder of sorts, but tonight we're playing a bit, well, it's rotating between what is a double pivot of Cuthbert and Leopolds to more of a single pivot with Leopolds playing just off the other two.
Yeah.
Now that'll be Leopolds who drives forward, sprays it out wide. Here's Neve Charles. Plays it through to Guro. Good chance. Huge block in there. It beat the goalkeeper, but James Turner got in. Ball in from Guro isn't great.
Incredible defending.
Cuthbert will keep it alive. Chelsea unlucky not to be ahead here. Cuthbert lifts it in the box again. Headed away by James Turner. Now Bizane will look to drive it forwards. Ball played across to Naz. Tottenham have got players committed forward here, but Naz will have to go back as Chelsea's defence gets in well. Nildum.
Yeah, I mean, that was a superb piece of defending a moment ago, but Chelsea getting a lot of joy now down that left-hand side, Guro right, and getting very, very good opportunities to get shots away. And we've seen one blaze over the bar, one there denied incredibly by Turner.
Here's Votikova.
Chelsea just starting to turn the tide in this game.
Yeah. Bizet. Here's Ashley Neville.
Yeah,
now Votikova.
I mean, Tottenham managed it well. They're 20 minutes through here, still goalless, and they've shown hints of something when Naz has got in behind, but most of the time she's offside in that position.
There's been those glimpses, haven't there? But there's not been anything succinct or consistent, really. Ball now back with Barbara Votikova.
Chelsea, no, they don't need to panic, don't need to rush. The goal's going to come.
Sprays out wide. Nildon. Spence.
That's really good from Summonen.
Clinton, accidental, brilliant turn. Comes inside, but the strike is poor and goes very wide. Chelsea goal kick.
Yeah, she got fortunate with the missed pass, which turned into a brilliant turn, and the shot was lacking a lot of things. But yeah, Chelsea there. I mean, Summonen started that
accuracy
really
being
well.
the main thing it's lacking.
That is well wide from Goretzka, a player who we know has the ability to find those top corners. That was, nowhere near. And here was the Guro right and chance. Spread out wide by Cuff, but overlap on the left-hand side. Charles plays it into Guro, who dinks it past the goalkeeper. But that is brilliant defending from Turner getting back in.
Yeah, that's so crucial in there. Great body position as well, because she could easily turn that back into trouble.
Yeah, or use her arm. Brilliant.
Again.
Yeah. Good. Not much Guro could have done. The main job of the forward is to beat the goalkeeper. It's not your fault there's a defender there as well. The bouncing ball not dealt with here by Chelsea until Cuthbert comes in and just smashes it into the air. That's one way to deal with it.
Yeah.
Tottenham back.
Here's Amano. Tries to feed it into Beaver Jones, and she is bundled down there by Beulah, and that will be a free kick.
Beulah there just clattering into her once the ball's gone.
The thing is, the ball had gone there, but it was because Beulah went in so aggressively that even though the ball had already gone,
just momentum carried her through.
Flew into her.
Yeah. Blimey. Chance for Chelsea here. Scored 2 goals from set pieces against Bristol City.
Can they get one here?
Maybe so. I mean, we're looking at. You've got regular aerial threat. She can also look to need Charles to the back post, weren't he?
Or just score.
Oh yeah, Capicaro could.
we saw Wrighton do that, didn't we? A couple of times.
Yeah.
Score from range. She obviously put the free kick in as well. And that might be what she looks to do now. But it will be Macaro lifting towards the back post. It's slightly over everyone, though.
Leopold, I think it is in a Chelsea shirt, has hit the deck there and is going to ask the question to Heathcliff. It's another contentious one. I'd like to see it back. Not a great ball in from Macaro, nonetheless.
Well, that's the right sort of area. It's just slightly over hit, I think.
Here we go. The ball's put in. And... I couldn't really see what was going on between Leopold and whoever it was. Here we go. Leopold makes the move.
That's a penalty.
It's another one.
Ultimately, that is a penalty. Clinton just grabs her shirt, pulls her down.
It's a juice one.
That's 2 blatant ones, really, that Hayslip's missed. That one a little less
we've seen a lot
nailed,
of them.
but
across both men's and women's sort of that just aren't given. I don't know what it is now. It feels like some just, the whole holding in the penalty area, unless it's deliberately obvious.
I think it is deliberately obvious in that case. Obviously, we don't have VAR, but the other claim you can make is that the ball wasn't going there. Yeah. So while there was a foul, ultimately the ball wasn't going to hit her, if even though, if she wasn't fouled. So
yeah, I
can understand why perhaps you don't give that, but it is a foul in the box, ultimately. Yeah. Those tend to be penalties. Here's Bright. Now Lawrence. Bright. Picks out Macaro. Back to Millie Bright. Sports Prognosis saying Chelsea showing the intent. Steve V, welcome to the stream as well, saying come on you Blues. David Clarkswell, welcome, saying listen, Ashley Neville is an embarrassment to herself. She's useless. The worst fullback I've ever seen. Hell of a statement. I'm not sure I necessarily agree. I don't think she's one of the strongest fullbacks into herself. I don't think she's the worst though, but that was a silly foul there.
I think I've seen worse. She's not a good game tonight.
No, I don't think she was very good either at the weekend. No. I don't think anyone in a Tottenham shirt covered themselves in glory.
It's the Leopold's one again. I mean, it's a penalty, but the problem is Leopold's going to get to that ball. Would be my defence on that, and it's a hard one to see as a referee as well, with so many bodies in the box. I'm not frustrated about that one being given.
But more frustrated about us having a shot that's saved by a Tottenham defender and nothing being ordered, but alas. Another free kick in another good area. Can Chelsea convert this one is the big question.
Macaro there.
Quite the battle wound there, quite the scar on the side of her face. Well, like Harry Potter, can she whiz it up some magic ball in from Guro Wrighton, though? And it doesn't come to anything beyond. Don't really know if she made much contact with it there. It was dealt with by the Tottenham defender. But, yeah. Abigail Amoncona up to the stream saying, where are you watching it? We are watching on the BBC, so if you're in the UK, you are able to watch it. But, yeah. Macaro clearly quite concerned about the gash on the side of her face.
But yeah, I mean, that does probably need a clean up.
I was just I'd be surprised the referee doesn't demand she goes off or something like that.
Didn't make any contact with it.
Well, it's England. If anything, England was more desperate to get to the ball. Seeing another repeat here. I guess you could also argue with the Leopold's one, the contact starts outside the box. So I'm not really sure. Here is Neville. Spence, Clinton, ball out wide, Nilden. David Clark says the first one wasn't a penalty. Do you even know the laws? The cross deflected off a Spurs defender, then deflected off her own thigh onto her arm. Tell me what on the world that was a penalty. From our angle, just did not look like it hit her thigh, David.
It hit the first defender, but the distance was big enough between her and her teammate. It didn't hit her thigh on the way to her arm, and her arm was in front of the goal and stopped the ball heading goalwards, which would cancel out the deflection. So therefore, I mean, it's a very strong penalty. It's clear and obvious. It stops the ball entering the goal.
There you go, David. There's Harry's explanation of it. The sports prognosis says, will Tottenham deny another London rival from the title? Still a very long way to go in this game, the sports prognosis. And Chelsea have been the much stronger side in this game.
Tottenham, obviously, they'll want the big 3 points, but it's that extra incentive, isn't it, to stop Chelsea when they're WSL. It'll be the same for Man United on Saturday.
Well, United is weird, isn't it? Because they should want City to lose the title, but Skinner's got such a personal vendetta with Hayes.
That's his rivalry.
Oh, so they've still got that
he
fight
wakes up every morning and there's a chance that he can stop Emma Hayes with the WSL, and that's what motivates him to get on with his life.
Yeah. KJD, saying, where can I watch the game? It's available on BBC if you're in the UK. If you're outside the UK, then I'm not sure. But of course, if you can't find a way to watch it, you're more than welcome to join us. Neville, good interception there from Leopold's. Wrighton, Leopold's ball in. Beaver Jones just doesn't make the right sort of contact with that header. It ends up going behind her, and England will now deal with it. Nilden trying to come down this left-hand side, and Lawrence can't get close to her. Clinton. And that touch has taken her into more trouble, but Hermano can't win it off of her, as Clinton will now drive it forwards. Cuthbert comes in and deals with the ball and wins it back. picks out Beaver Jones. It's a bit messy from Tottenham's defence. Beaver Jones in the box. Votakova jumps on it, but that was sloppy from Tottenham. Chelsea should have really done more with that.
Yeah, definitely so. And Tottenham get away with one there. Chelsea just making Tottenham think, putting them under pressure. I mean, it was Clinton who initially tried to play out, dribble out of her own half. Cuthbert won it back, played it in. It was all over the place between Neville and Turner and Votakova. Eventually it's dealt with. But, I mean, what a mess. What a mess. Bula. Half an hour gone here. Still 0-0. And for Chelsea, they don't need to rush. They don't need to panic. For Tottenham, they'll be very, very happy with how this first 30 minutes has gone.
Yeah.
It's been a decent game so far.
Yeah, and now Grace Clinton will bring it forwards. England. Ball down the line. And that has ended up coming off. I think that is for a Tottenham throw, though.
Yeah.
Nilled them.
First time probably seen this end of the ground this half, I think. One of the only ones.
Yeah. England. Nilled them. Tries to go back to England, but Hermano jumps in front of it, knocking it out of play for a throw. Mr. Bigfish says, today's game reminds me of the Arsenal women's game versus Tottenham, where Arsenal did everything but didn't win. Well, the big thing in that game was Arsenal's lack of clinicality. Now, I don't think Chelsea have the same issues. Yes, we've missed chances tonight, but the chances we have had have fallen either in unfortunate positions, have been denied because of fouls and stuff like that, and weird moments, or, we've had a couple that have fallen to Hermano that she's missed. They've just not fallen right so far. But if we keep creating the volume that we are, or if we make changes, I think Chelsea have got, basically what I'm saying is I think Chelsea have got the tools to unlock Tottenham tonight.
And if they don't in the starting 11, you look at that bench.
Exactly. Exactly what I mean. But, yeah.
It's incredible.
I think that's the key difference. Chelsea's isn't coming because they're in clinical. And Tottenham haven't really defended well like they did in the Arsenal game. In that game, they were very disciplined, very regimented. Tonight, Chelsea have had a lot of chances. Tottenham have got away with quite a lot, I'd say.
Millie Bright's favourite thing to do since she came out for injury seems to be play it for the goalkeeper. I don't understand what. She's won the ball back there.
It'll be a comfort pass, won't it? She's not going to want to risk it.
But obviously, I also know sometimes you can play to your goalkeeper no matter what. But usually it's that play the way you face an option. But numerous times over the last couple of games, we watched Millie Bright win the ball back, be facing up the field, and purposely turn around and play it back to Mussolini.
She just doesn't look herself, really. There seems to be a fear still. And it makes sense because she come back from a long, not a long injury, but a few months injury, to be fair. And it's her second in 18 months, I want to say. Something like that span. And there will be a bit of fear associated there because she is now starting to pick up what seems to be a recurring injury. But she's managed it well. I don't think she played particularly well in either of the Bristol City or Liverpool game, but she does seem to be a bit more combative, have a bit more authority in that back line tonight.
Good to see.
Bright on the ball now. Does go wide into Hermano.
Bright's going to be playing next year.
But also Bright's not got the usual players. She's not picking out, like we've seen her pick out Charles a few times or look for the ball to Charles, but she hasn't got Lauren James, who we know she can pick a ball out behind to. She hasn't got Myra Ramirez to aim for, who will hold that ball up. So she doesn't have those same sort of options. So I can understand in that regard perhaps not trusting certain players, but she will now try and bring it forwards at least. Lawrence comes inside with the pass. Gives it to Bjorn. First time pass out to Charles. Well executed by Bjorn because she was under a bit of pressure there. Charles. Gives it to Guro Wrighton. Inside to Macario. Macario now will look to strike. It does. It's a venomous effort. Votakova spills it out to Wrighton, but Tottenham do get it back. David Clark says, did you watch Neville in the FA Cup final and semi-final against Leicester where she spent all her time being spun and tonight she's lost every challenge and hasn't tracked her player? Woeful. I can see you feel quite strongly about this, David Clark. To be honest, I don't watch as much, or clearly don't watch as much Ash Neville as you do, or as much Tottenham. But, I don't think she's one of the best players in the WSL. I don't think she's one of the worst, though. David says, these Spurs ladies mirror our men. They lose possession easily. They can't pass the ball at pace, so it gets intercepted. This team barely scores on average more than one goal a game. I think your criticism is quite harsh. I don't think this Tottenham side are too poor. Considering where they were last season, I think they've made a lot of progress.
Well, that's the thing. I think you have to look at it and just in terms of investment and quality, Tottenham aren't a big side in women's football.
Charles tries to cut it in there, and it's dealt with by Sumo.
They're not a powerhouse. They are the men's side. I completely agree with, because they're one of the biggest sides in England. They should be challenging at the front. This Tottenham side, I mean, in terms of the investment, in terms of what they've got available to them, in terms of quality on and off the pitch, I mean, they're nowhere near the big sides. So I think you can't compare them to the big sides. They're not on the level of Chelsea, Arsenal, City just yet. That might change, and things are looking up. But right now, if you look at them from a mid-table side point of view, they're a decent crop.
Yeah. And Mr. Big Pierce says, I swear Chelsea will be lucky to win this WSL title. I don't see Chelsea winning the title. I don't think you can say they're lucky, to be honest, Mr. Big Pierce. I think that considering they've dropped points to just one side outside of the top three, I think, yes, it's not been as consistent as other years, but ultimately, I don't think Chelsea have been poor this year. It's just that City have been very good.
Also, quite funny, though, the other years we won the title have been absolutely ridiculous. We've been ridiculously good. I'm not surprised that we haven't matched that for the 5th year in a row.
Especially given the injury concerns, especially given the fact it's MA's last season. There's added pressure and expectation there, especially given the fact, we've got increased competition this season. That's not a penalty, BBC. Don't need to replay it. Player's arm was too close to her.
Let's cut to...
Spence Clinton. David Clark says, as for Naz, after a disgraceful lack of effort in the final, she should have been benched for tonight's game. Spurs players are physically inadequate. I think that's interesting. I think Naz has played well recently. I don't think she was very good in the final, but I don't think anyone in a Spurs shirt was very good. Macario plays it out wide. Wrighton gets the better of Neville. Ball into the box. It'll fall for Hermano. It's in the back of the net. Tottenham 0. Chelsea 1. Hermano finishes well. And they take the lead here at Brisbane Road. Finally, Chelsea break the deadlock. Chance after chance went begging, but Mako Hermano scores. Tottenham 0. Chelsea 1.
Yeah, pressure's been building, and finally Chelsea find their way through, and Hermano does get on the score sheet. She's had chance after chance tonight. She's finally put one away. I mean, initially I thought she'd skied this, but finding the roof of the net. It's a brilliant ball in. Was it Charles or was it Wrighton? I think it was Charles. It was...
Guro Wrighton, no.
Was it Wrighton?
Macario plays the ball through here. It's a key interception missed for Ash Neville. Had to stop that ball going through. Great delivery from Guro Wrighton. And Nilden's got to do better at the far post there, but good finish from Hermano.
Yeah, Wrighton doesn't aim for anyone. It's one of those, you put a deadly ball in a dangerous area, you make defenders think and no one reacts to it. Hermano gets there first ahead of Nilden, and Chelsea lead in this game. Huge goal for Chelsea. And
you can see there a mixture of joy and relief in a sense for Hermano on her face there. It's clear she's a player who will thrive on confidence and has missed a lot of big chances, but you can see there she's so happy. And the same for Emma Hayes as well, because she'll feel the same sense of relief. Chelsea have got that opening goal now, and hopefully they can calm down a little bit. Hopefully now they can play their stuff. But yeah. And Michelle Jowers says Chelsea may not be doing as well as previous years, but they are a better team this year than any other. Ooh. I think that's a really interesting debate, because I do think Chelsea at times have shown they are as strong as they ever have been. And I think without injuries, you can make a strong argument that this is the strongest Chelsea team.
Yeah.
I think we took Barcelona the closest we ever have. I think you can make a strong argument again that, without those refereeing performances in that semi-final, then Chelsea would be looking at a Champions League final. We're not going to talk about that. We've already done loads of videos on that. But I do think the Chelsea team is very strong. So I get what you're saying, Michelle, but in terms of WSL, we just haven't been as dominant and as clinical, especially against the top sides. I don't think we were very good in either encounter against City this season. I think we were very poor at the Emirates. Very good at the bridge against Arsenal, but very poor at the Emirates. So we're definitely not at those same levels. And Liverpool's a game we would never have lost.
Yeah.
Never have lost last season. So, yeah. Steve E says, Gura's a badass. She definitely is. Incredible footballer. And it's so good to see her at her best because so many people doubted her.
Yeah.
In particular, Mr. Big Pierce. So if you are in chat, Mr. Big Pierce, then get your apologies in for Guro Wrighton. But no, Gura's an incredible player, and we've missed her this season. Not in the sense that she's not been there physically, but it's not been the same Guro. Guro hasn't been as sharp as she usually is. Gaffer Gap says, Micah just turned 20 and WSL is very different from the Swedish league. I think she definitely deserves time to get used to the pace and physicality of the league. She's very good in Sweden. Yeah, I completely agree with you, Gaffer Gap. I think we've said the same a lot this season, how we saw the same with Beaver Jones. It would take time for her to get up to pace with the league. But once she does, there's clear potential with Hermano. There's a lot of really positive attributes, and I can understand, therefore, why Hayes is giving her game time, is prioritising her minutes, because she will be a very, very good player one day.
Yeah, and I mean, I know I get frustrated with her a bit, but that's not because I think she'll be a phenomenal player.
It's just that we're in a WSL title race, and we need the wins, we need the goals. You want players you can rely on, but I do like Hermano.
Well, I mean, she shut me up though, didn't she? She scored.
Yeah, indeed. Ball into the box, and it's dealt with.
I think Amy Jones didn't come into this Chelsea side and from minute one was phenomenal. You know, it took her to get a few more minutes in the WSL and now she's thriving.
Yeah.
I mean, thriving is an understatement. She's been absolutely phenomenal. And here she is again on the ball. Can she get past Bula? Not quite. And Turner will clear her lines. And Beze's going to try and play out with Neville.
Now, actually, Neville, can she keep that in touch? No, she can't. Difficult ball, to be fair.
I'll say, Beze's path was questionable at least. And this, as it stands, will send Chelsea top of the league.
Level on points, but 2 goal difference ahead. Well, I haven't had to say since Chelsea didn't play.
Yeah. Wow.
Conti Cup final weekend, wasn't it?
Huge moment.
It's been a while.
With 1 game to go, 5 days to go, Chelsea sit top of the WSL when it matters most, and that is why Chelsea have won so many league titles. So yes, City have led for the last couple months, but it doesn't matter who's leading through February, March, and April.
Well, exactly that, and it all came down to that Arsenal game.
Yeah.
They couldn't get over the line there.
When it matters most, City lost to Arsenal. When it matters most, City aren't top of the league.
Yeah.
That's the problem. That's why Chelsea win titles and other teams don't, because when it matters, Chelsea turn out and Chelsea find the results.
Yeah.
But alas, a lot could change in this game. There's still a while to go. Chelsea can't get comfortable. We got comfortable against Liverpool 1-0 up, threw it away. Can't afford that tonight.
Here's Aaron Cuthbert. Now Beaver Jones. Cuthbert. Knocks it back to Nasli Bjorn. Charles. Plays it through to Guro right and ball into the box again. Hermano looking to meet it at the back post, but she can't quite, and that will go out for a Tottenham goal kick. Nilden there down in some pain. Her and Hermano collided in the aftermath of that attempt. Good ball in again from Guro Wrighton. Hermano couldn't quite meet it in the air. Ended up, I think, catching Nilden on the way down.
Yeah. Hopefully she's alright. But yeah, I mean, Nilden did better with that one. I know she's obviously taken a whack for it, but that's what she should have done for the goal. Get herself in front of Hermano and turn the ball away for a corner. Yeah,
David Clark says, you two don't seem to understand the difference between a poor performance and a woman who gets selected to play in an FA Cup final. From the first minute, her lack of effort was a disgrace. I'm not talking about the difference between Chelsea and Spurs players. That's obvious to anybody. I'm talking about the basics of football, passing the ball accurately and being physically competitive. I think you make some interesting points. I think the occasion got the better of Tottenham on Sunday. I understand what you mean about misplaced passes and stuff, but that's not a theme that we've seen throughout the season. I think I don't know who mentioned the Arsenal performance earlier, but if you think back to that game, I think it's Mr. Big Piss. That game where Tottenham played Arsenal, Tottenham were disciplined and regimented, and everything seemed to work. Everything seemed to click. Tottenham have had some really good performances this season. Yes, tonight's been a little bit sloppy, but Chelsea are one of the best pressing teams around. Yes, United wasn't very good, but I think the occasion got the better of them, which is understandable given Tottenham's lack of experience at that level, given how young the squad is as well. So I don't think you can really argue too harshly on lack of effort, in my opinion. I don't think the front line got a whole lot of service either.
Yeah, I mean, no offence to Tottenham, but on paper they should have been nowhere near that final. Because, you know, Chelsea United were on the other side of the draw. Arsenal and City then drew each other. And then City, I mean, obviously Tottenham did very, very well.
Well, went outside the draw, Tottenham just didn't draw.
Yeah, sorry. Then Arsenal drew City, so then one of them was automatically out.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, yeah, Tottenham did brilliantly to beat City. Technically, they only beat them on penalties and didn't beat them in 90 minutes. And then obviously the Leicester game, again, scraped through a bit there. And it's an interesting one. Nilden Below still down here. I mean, hopefully she's all right. we were just talking about it was a nasty one. Just gets caught by Hermano as Hermano's on her way down. I mean, they're going to bring her off here either way, but I mean, just in general, hopefully she's okay. Still,
Yeah,
she's going to get back to her feet now with some help from the physios and Neville. Doesn't look like she's got any weight on that foot at all.
No, it does seem to be in some discomfort. Just an unlucky landing, really, with how Hermano seemed to fall on her. But we are going to have 4 additional minutes here. Now, of course, the time that we have had stopped here for Nildon will be added on as well, so we've got to consider that. So we may end up going over that initial
gone back down
4 minutes.
Yeah,
I think this will be the end of Nildon's game, unfortunately.
I think she can't put any weight on her foot, and obviously the physios can't. I mean, they might stretch her out unless they're going to hobble her around the whole, side of the pitch.
Yeah. Yeah, well, while we will have this stoppage in play, I will say thanks everyone that is tuning in. And of course, if you are new around here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We are 13 subs away from 800. Now, that would be a magnificent milestone. I don't think we're going to hit 1,000 by the end of the season unless we have an incredible next 5 days. But if you could subscribe, it massively helps us out. That means we get close to 1,000 and closer to monetization, which of course would be crucial because the more, I don't know what the word is, but the sooner we get monetized, the more videos we can make.
Exactly.
So we'll be getting paid. So yes, make sure to subscribe. And then, of course, the content quality goes up. So make sure to subscribe. But anyway, Chelsea, we should be back underway shortly. Nildon just down receiving some treatment. David Clark says the Arsenal performance defensively was good, but Arsenal had 30 shots at goal and failed to score. They only average about 1 goal a game. And that's why, that's with half the WSL teams being less than average. I think that's interesting, David. I still think Tottenham are very much on an early stage in their journey. I think Villaham's a really good coach, though. And I think they have played some good attacking football at times. Yes, they haven't taken the game. City 7-0 loss. Of course, games like that are really embarrassing for Tottenham. But there have been some really good results. And on a whole, I think Tottenham have played well this season. Of course, you're still going to look at some really negative results. And this is a horrible sight as well. I will just cut to say, because Nildon being stretchered off and doesn't seem to be in some discomfort, so we wish her all the best and hopefully a speedy recovery. But yeah, that is of course concerning. Gaffer Gav says not sure what Nildon hurt, but she broke her foot last season for Juventus.
I mean, it was her. It was Hermano. I think Hermano just caught it, her foot got caught between Hermano's boot and the ground as Hermano fell back down to the ground. So I mean, you could potentially be on the right lines there. Could have just aggravated it again. I think it's her left foot. I don't know if that helps. But no. And thanks, David, as well. I don't know many Tottenham fans, so it's interesting to get the insight of what Tottenham fans think.
Yeah, that's what we want to see as well. We want to see as many different fans or as many different WSL clubs in these streams. So we get the perspective of loads of different fans because that's what we want, really.
Well, I'm intrigued to see, David, what you think of Villaham or how he's done in his first season.
Yeah,
because from our point, I think he's done a decent job. I think he's done well, and
he's done really well. Take him up the league, considering they've beat Arsenal for the first time ever. I think that's a really well coached win.
Yeah,
but and I still think Tottenham have got a long way to go. They're still at the point where they're taking the cast-offs from the other WSL sides. But I do think they're going in a positive direction with their recruitment. I think signing players like Matilda Wimberg is a really good sign. Anyway, Tottenham are coming forwards now. Beth England, Spence tries to go back to England and does manage to win it. Bizet. Ball goes into the box, but it's too close to Musovic, who claims it with ease. Patrick Coleman says, great show again tonight, guys. Thank you. No worries, Patrick. Glad you're enjoying it. And thank you for your kind words.
Yeah, wrong choice there from Bizet. Took really good football from Tottenham, bringing it forwards. Did well to recover it a bit, but Bizet here does well. I don't know who she's aiming for there, really. It's a road ball in the box, hoping to find somebody. Hasn't really put much thought into that.
Yeah, Charles robbed of possession there, though, by Bizet, and it's Simonen. Now Spence. Clinton, and Leopolds is all over her there, but Clinton does turn out of trouble. Manages to find Spence, and the ball wriggles through to Naz, who slows it down, waiting for an option. Gives it back to Clinton. Well-driven effort, but it's wide of the mark. Not very accurate. And that should be the end of the half, though. Well, I guess with Nildon's injury, we may have another minute or so. But yeah, again, Tottenham, they came forwards. It was just a bit fortunate there. Spence missing the ball. It did run through to Naz. Do you think Naz slowed it down a bit too much? They could have gone wide.
Yeah. you've got to move it quickly when you're playing against Chelsea.
Allows too many players to get back in here, really. And then Clinton's shot leaves a lot to be desired.
It feels like a player who did miss that FA Cup final, hasn't played in a week or two. Just been a little bit sloppy. Not at the races tonight.
Which doesn't have much consistent football because she had to miss the United game because it's United. Then the other United game. Ball back in from Brighton. It's going to fall for her again. She tries to put it in there, but 2 huge blocks. And now Tottenham will look to build out. That's a long ball to Bizet that she's never going to be able to bring down.
Having Charles and Brighton, I'm saying, it's so confusing. For me, they look like, from this point of view, they look same colour boots, same,
Well, also the numbers are 21 and 11 as well, so you can't really differentiate.
And both very, very good footballers.
There's a 50-50 in there that Tottenham come away with the ball from despite being fouled. And now Naz will come forwards down this right-hand side, looking to pick out a teammate. Takes it past Bjorn. Nice movement. Ball across the box. And that is all it is. A flash across the box. Chelsea get away with that one. But yeah, Tottenham have started to threaten at the end of this half.
I'll say that Paul in playing seemed to spur Tottenham on. But yeah, not that bad that from Naz. Did alright. She's got to get a foot behind that a bit more. But rather than trying to find that corner, lash it. You've got to just fire that across goal. Yeah,
David Clark says Spurs ladies' attack performance have been good at times, but their shot conversion rate is again poor. I think the coach has done well with what the board have given him. I think that's a nice observation. We'll ask though, what do you think of Grace Clinton, David? Do you think she should be signed permanently, or should Tottenham focus resources elsewhere? Because you'd imagine United will be hoping to fetch a decent fee if they are to move her on. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to integrate her in the first team squad this season. Because, I mean, they'd be stupid not to. She's a very good player, but...
Yeah. I think it's spot on about Villahan doing what he can with the board. Because, the board, minimal, really.
Well, there has been a bit more investment recently. But I think Beth England was a good coup. But I think, they're seeing the investment in players like Wimberg and Charlotte Grant in January as well. So there definitely is a bit of investment there. But ultimately, it's not... You see Chelsea making a move in January, and it's breaking the world transfer record to bring in Mo Ramirez. It's slightly different in that regard.
I think my other thing, how many games have Tottenham had at the main ground?
Oxford Stadium, yeah.
Obviously, the FA Cup semi-final, the Arsenal game.
Forwards.
Is that it?
Here's Guro Reiter now. Yeah, because tonight's at Brisbane Road. I know Tottenham played against City last night at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, but ball into the box, and it's claimed well by Votikova. Lucky says Aggie is a 9 is shambles. Maybe James comes in for someone. Macario to 9. Aggie isn't stretching the back line for other players to come in. Yeah, I think that's a good observation, Lucky. And that is half time here at Brisbane Road. Tottenham 0, Chelsea 1. A good first half for the Blues. They had most of the possession and a good goal from Meiko Hermano. Means Chelsea lead at the break, and a crucial lead it is. But yeah, as you're saying, Lucky, I do think Chelsea miss an out-and-out number 9. Not only because it's leaving them with a lack of presence up there, I think you could say they're not really... Well, as you say, they're not stretching the back line because Aggie isn't playing on the shoulder, really. She's dropping in a little bit too much. When you've already got Macario dropping in, it does mean Chelsea are a little bit negative tonight. But it is also... I think a consequence of the fact we are playing it wide a lot, and what we're trying to do instead of playing it through the middle or playing it wide and then working it back into the middle, is we play it wide and cut it across the box, which looks to be working so far. We've scored once already, so not been too bad, and we definitely are a little bit more defensive, I think, in these early stages. Hopefully we open, or as the game goes on, we start to play a little bit more attacking as Tottenham start to tire. David says, my gripe is with the Spurs board. They've had 4 transfer windows to purchase fullbacks of quality, but have totally failed. No Man United's coach said he's going to... Oh, no Man United's coach said he's going to integrate her into the squad. That's on Clinton. Okay, yeah, no, that is interesting. I'm not surprised, to be fair. I think United are a good side. I think Clinton's a very good player. And I think that Skinner would be a fool to not integrate him. But the other thing I know about Mark Skinner... sometimes he can be a bit of a fool.
And I think, the one thing that will happen, and this is to go to Sunday. If you're Grace Clinton, if say Tottenham won the FA Cup, would she have pushed for a move? Whereas she'll return to United this year. This is a decent side. We look on the up. We won a trophy last year.
Also, the prospects look more immediate with Manchester United. With Tottenham, it's definitely a long-term project, isn't it? You look at everything that's going on at the club, the fact that a lot of the recruitment is focused on young players, I think it's definitely they're putting in the building blocks, Tottenham, but there's still a long way to go. For Man United, they were runners-up in the WSL last season. They've now reached 2 consecutive FA Cup finals, one of which they've won. And when you're looking at players like Toon and Earps and Letitia, you've got some really established stars at WSL. And ultimately, I don't think United are too far away from competing at the top. I think that while we've rightfully bemoaned Skinner at times, and I do think there's still some real issues with his tactics. I don't think he's an elite coach. Well, yeah, his personality isn't great, but you can't help that. I don't think he's an elite coach, and I understand why there's a lot of animosity there, but ultimately you can't discredit the job he's done. No United manager had won anything, and he's come in and done that. You know, he's very successful last season, runner-up in the WSL, runner-up in the Women's FA Cup. This season, the WSL performance hasn't been good enough for United, but ultimately you can't discredit his achievements to this date. David Clark says, I've supported Spurs since 1961 from the age of 6, so I've seen my fair share of top-level football and players. Yeah, fair enough, David. You've definitely been watching football for a lot longer than I've been alive. But, yeah, fair enough. Anyway, on the game, Chelsea, have they been wasteful in front of goal?
I mean, yes and no. It's an interesting one for me because I think Chelsea have had opportunities, but I look at some of them and I go, I don't think. I mean, obviously, Guro Wright and blasted one over the bar when she really should have been more composed. But Hermanos was saved by Turner, and Brighton had one saved by Votakova. The goal was well taken, but overall, I do think Chelsea could have scored a couple more, definitely. And perhaps it was only around that Guro Wright goal where the Chelsea pressure really ramped up, was my thing. And I do think Chelsea were a little bit slow to start, weren't perfect at the beginning, but overall got there in the end, got a good goal. But as you say, could have scored more, wasteful, potentially so, yeah.
Yeah, ultimately though, Tottenham I don't think have posed too much of a threat so far. If we look at the stats, 38% possession for Tottenham, 62% for Chelsea. Chelsea are barely letting the opposition touch the ball at the moment, so I don't think we can really bemoan that too much. 3 big chances missed for Chelsea, I think is two missed for Chelsea so far. Those I would imagine would be the Hamano one and the Brighton one. So I think that's a bit frustrating. Chelsea could definitely be more in control here, but ultimately Tottenham haven't really had much of a sniff. Chelsea have been by far the stronger side. And if the performance stays the same, if the game continues in this manner, then I only see Chelsea extending their advantage, to be honest. But yeah, it's a first half where Chelsea really had the measure of the game. Whether or not that will continue is another question, because I do think that Villaharm has or is gaining a reputation of being a bit of a pragmatist, a coach that can change up quite quickly and adapt to the game. But so we could see something. But equally, Emma Hayes' winning machine at Chelsea seems to slowly be getting into gear at the end of this season, or finally be getting into gear at the end of the season. They'll be hoping to finish the job. Tottenham did threaten at the end of the half. I think a lot of their 3 shots came right at the end of the half. This one from Naz, where she just played across the box. Perhaps could have even looked to go for goal in this sort of area, breaking in towards the 6-yard box. Well, I guess you could argue it is, but it wouldn't go down as a shot.
But yeah, I guess so. But I think the problem for Tottenham is if we know Chelsea, then Chelsea will come out stronger, especially with the bench. Yeah. That as this game goes on, Chelsea are going to get better for me, and that's the worry for Tottenham. Is they're already a goal down, and we know Chelsea will keep on improving. So unless Tottenham and Villaharm can work a way through, can work something out, I think that Chelsea will see this win out.
Yeah, Lucky says they took a gamble with her and now she's ready. I see her at United next season. Yeah, I agree. I think Grace Clinton will likely be at United next season and probably mainstay now in the England national side. David Clark says Spurs ladies got rid of their best centre-back on loan to West Ham, and the ones who have replaced our captain just aren't as good. They're not even tall enough to be centre-backs.
I do think overall Tottenham do need a world-class centre-half. They've got some brilliant forwards. Obviously, Bimberg's one for the future. Beth England's a proven goal scorer. Thomas has proven she's a very, very good finisher. Naz is a pacey forward. I think midfield-wise, maybe as well could do with someone in there to hold the fort. But obviously, when Arsenal's fit, that's a massive improvement. I do think the one area, Spencer and Votakova are 2 decent goalkeepers. For me, it is, a very top quality centre half that Tottenham are missing. Whether you go for someone experienced or whether you just go for someone who's very, very decent. Yeah, I think that's up to you. But I agree there. I do think Tottenham do need a better centre half.
Well, there's definitely options around, aren't there? I mean, we know that I wouldn't be surprised to see Andres from Real Madrid make a move into the WSL this season. I think she's a very good player, but for some reason Real are letting all their good players leave on a free this summer, so that's fun for them. But yeah, I think the recruitment this summer is going to be really crucial for Tottenham. David Clark says, I'm not saying for one moment that my opinion is more valid than yours just because I'm old and wise, just an opinion. Yeah, don't worry, David. I didn't think you were.
No, it's nice. It's a different viewpoint, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like, I mean, obviously I don't consume many opinions from your generation, so it's quite nice to have a different opinion.
That was just the phrasing of that threw me off, but yeah, I agree. David Clark says Chelsea men are 0-0 at Brighton after 28 minutes. Yeah, I mean, that is somewhat disappointing that we haven't scored yet, but we did have a penalty after 16 minutes that was overturned by VAR.
The second half of the season has been brilliant. All the last few games of the season have been absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I think
both Chelsea sides have stepped it up. It's great to see.
And you look at the fact as well, we've had quite a few shots in this game compared to Brighton. It looks like we've had the measure. Obviously, we're not watching, so can't really compare. But 60% of the ball as well against the Brighton side, who are a possession-based team. That's quite strong.
Also, I didn't realise that Thomas was leaving as well. That's interesting.
Master Thomas.
Yeah, but equally you've got Beth England.
I mean, I said it at the weekend as well. They could do with an elite attacker and England as an option off the bench. There's a reason that Chelsea moved England into being a rotation option, is because she isn't really a world-class goalkeeper in the WSL anymore.
Finisher, but, you know, I think it's all round the game's moving on.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
I mean, for me, that's a really easy one to look at, and it's Elizabeth Turland. She's at Brighton. She's proven WSL goal scorer. If you put her in a team that creates more chances.
Again, that's the one thing you look at Tottenham, because I think, obviously, United still haven't replaced. So United are the other one who don't have a need elite striker. They haven't replaced Russo yet. Chelsea, Kerr, Ramirez, Fish, where do you want to start? Obviously,
City are signing Miedemar, apparently.
But they've already got Khadija bloody Shaw. And then, obviously, Arsenal have got Russo and Blackstenius, and they did have
Look how Blackstenius is going, so I don't know what Arsenal are doing.
They've got Russo. They don't need no one.
Fair enough. Gaffer Gav says, what are your suggestions for second half subs for Chelsea? I'd say leave it 60 minutes. Then you look, that's the usual mark, isn't it? That hour mark. Obviously, if anything changes injury based beforehand, then you make changes. If not, I'd be looking at getting Lauren James involved at some point this evening, because exactly. But if we wanted to start realistically on Saturday, it'd be nice to get her at least 10-15 minutes tonight. I'd like to see Canerine involved at some point. I think Amano's done well. If we get to the hour mark, then I think that's a nice amount of minutes. I would be looking at Kirby as well, because I love Frank Kirby, and it's our last season. Let's get as many minutes as possible.
If we're comfortable, depending on how fit Millie Bright is as well, you can look to Buchanan or Mielda, and it'd be nice
to see Carter as well, also on the bench. But it's nice to see Carter getting a rest, because she has played a lot of football this season. Given that we've not had Bright, Bjorn, Buchanan, Mielda all fit at the same time. But now, finally, we do actually have some defenders. I wouldn't be surprised if someone like Nuskun or Ingle come in as well, if we look to just see out the game, control the game a bit, and it's 1-0 Chelsea men as well, so we can celebrate that. Also, Cole Palmer assisted by Mark Cucurella. My FPL team is absolutely flying. But Cole Palmer header as well. That is a rogue one. Yeah. No idea how that's occurred. I'm looking forward to watching that later. Well, or he's inverted into midfield and just lifted it over the top, something like that.
Hopefully, Chelsea women can. It was already won both sides, looking very good.
Yeah.
My evening's going superb so far. Let's keep that up. Big 45 minutes coming up for Chelsea. Hold on here. They will top the WSL tonight. Man City will be the chasers. But it's one of those. I mean, level on points. Obviously, you want Chelsea to be in the better position, but it's all to play for, really. The worry for City will be Chelsea know that if Chelsea win 3 or 4-0 tonight, then all they've got to do is beat Man United. Goals won't factor in, because unless City put 6 or 7 past Villa.
Last game for Carla Ward, she's best friends with Emma Hayes. She'll be keen to try and get a win.
My biggest worry is that Chelsea won't beat United. United have just won the FA Cup.
Yeah, they'll be high on confidence on Skinner. And that'll be a more important game for him than the FA Cup final. But yeah. Anyway, David Clark says, at least Arsenal are going to fail again talking about Arteta. Yeah, we might cover a video on that soon anyway.
But yeah, and subscribe to our men's channel as well.
Yeah.
If you haven't already.
We do also talk about the men's game over on the football chat, so go and check that out. And yeah.
Big 45. Big 45. Slightly nervous. It's only 1-0. Tottenham could come out second half and score. And then suddenly Chelsea are in big trouble.
Exactly that. But overall, Chelsea have been very much the better side. And as you say, unless Tottenham do change something up, I just think Chelsea will see this out from here. Would be nice to get a few goals, though, of course. Really put a hand on the WSL title. Hand on the WSL trophy would be helpful to have a few goals. But
honestly, we're going to be sat here. But make sure to join us. Everyone who's watching now, make sure to join us on Saturday for the final day. We're probably going to have one screen on City, one screen on Chelsea, all live.
And another 4 on the other 4.
Yeah, probably.
Watch it all. But should be a good stream. Should be a very good stream on Saturday. So join us there. We will be live from, I think it's 4:30. Is it 4 o'clock kickoffs? We'll just double check.
3 o'clock, I think.
3 o'clock kickoffs. So we're live from 2:30.
Yeah.
Covering all of the action on the final day. Very excited for it. Join us there. Anyway, back to tonight because both sets of players making their way onto the field now.
Also got the under-17s European Championship final between Spain and England.
Oh, when's that?
At 4 o'clock on the Saturday.
Well, we'll keep tabs on that as well then.
Big game. England beat Poland today, I think, in the semi-finals. Or France, can't remember.
Yeah.
Two very random sides, but good to see England's senior sides doing well, younger sides doing well. Brilliant generation for England coming through. And a brilliant generation for Chelsea coming through with Hermano on the score sheet tonight.
Yeah, indeed. Not Cobham, but...
That is so close. I cannot believe it. I can't fathom that after 21 games, we're going to have two sides that have practically identical records, apart from one side have scored 3 more goals. That is absolutely absurd.
It's ludicrous, isn't it? Absolutely ludicrous. But what a season. What a season of WSL football we've had. We've been treated to. And, it's a shame it's almost over, really.
Yeah, but equally, next year, so much changing. It's going to be, it's going to be so unpredictable next year. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
But obviously, still got to end off this season.
And, the second half. Still got to end off this game. Second half of this one about to get underway. Mega Hermano will get us started. Once Seaslip is happy that everything is ready to go. Now Hermano knocks it back and we're underway for another 45 minutes here at Brisbane Road. It's Tottenham 0, Chelsea 1 at the half. Can Chelsea hold on and put themselves in prime pole position for the WSL title? Or will Tottenham manage to overturn this result and hand City, make them champions elect pretty much?
Very much so.
Anyway, Tottenham on the ball now. Simonon. Now Beulah. Finds Grace Clinton. Clinton back towards James Turner, but it's behind her, but it will bounce through to Votikova. Now here come Tottenham. Spence. Down the line, and that's really good from Niamh Charles to jump in front of it.
Brilliant defendant.
David Clark saying that penalty decision against Barcelona was a disgrace. It was never a penalty. She had every intention of going to ground as soon as she entered the penalty area.
Tell me about it.
Is that talking about Bonmati? Yeah.
We were at the game.
Yeah.
Honestly,
we were livid. But never a red card, never a penalty. But what's done is done. Can't really turn back time.
Next year's a year, new management. Hopefully it's Sonia Bonpastor. We're going to beat everyone.
We talk about the unknowns in the WSL. We have no idea yet who's going to replace Jonathan Giraldes as coach of Barcelona, which for me is the bigger question.
We can see the WCL change hands for the between.
Well, we might see it change hands in a few weeks' time.
Yeah, when I say change hands, I mean not go to Barcelona or Lyon.
Also got a couple as well, so don't count them out.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we can see a very strong English representation as well.
Better than this year. Certain England plays through Naz, chance for Tottenham. Good defending from Bjorn, who got back in there and cleared.
I'd like to see City and Arsenal both make it to the groups alongside Chelsea.
Yeah,
for the sake of the they're guaranteed there, aren't they?
Well, yeah, for the sake of the women's game in England, that would be good to see.
Because
I do think United got quite a tough draw and Arsenal was shit. So.
Oh yeah.
Arsenal should never have lost to Paris FC.
But
anyway, Poor from
France
James
had-
Turner there, but she does
France
get it
had
under
3 or 4
control
sides,
eventually.
Spain had 3 or 4 sides. Germany.
No, should France have? PSG and Lyon, but I think that's it,
Got
right?
get there.
Oh, sorry, yeah, 3. I forgot about them. But yeah, England only having 1 wasn't great.
No.
Especially when we consider, like, Sweden had 2. Is it Sweden or Norway?
Can't remember.
Because obviously Häcken are Swedish, Brann are Norwegian. I can't remember what Rosengard are. I want to say Norwegian. Might be Swedish though. Either way, one of those had 2 in there, and England only had 1. So make of that what you will. David Clark says, no, I mean the Barcelona ladies penalty against Chelsea ladies in the Champions League this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bonmati one, David.
Yeah, that's honestly.
Where she just throws herself on the ground between Carter and
Absolute
Lawrence. Summonen goes back to Votikova. Now James Turner. And now Tottenham will look to bring it forwards. Grace Clinton, nice turn. Picks out Summonen. That's how the boot pass to Ashley Neville. Good football, this. England, Summonen. Hamano then puts the press on and forces her back. Nice switch of the play there, but it's Niamh Charles who jumps in front of it. Ball out wide to Guro Wrighton. Plays it inside. Beaver Jones brings it down. Tries to get Cuthbert in the game now, and does. Leopold sprays it out wide. Hamano holds on to it, waits for the overlap of Lawrence, finds Ashley Lawrence. Now that ball goes into the box, so it's blocked by Ashley Neville.
Yeah, Chelsea again, not quite got going in the second half, but we'll build up that pressure, build up the momentum, and I'm sure soon we'll start to up the ante.
Yeah. Lovely turn from Niamh Charles. That's Chelsea now look to bring the ball forwards. Leopolds, now Macario, who receives it in the half space and sprays it wide into Hamano. Now Lawrence. Cuthbert. Ashley Lawrence. Here's Millie Bright. Bright across to Bjorn, who now looks to go out wide and picks out Charles. Charles goes back and finds Bjorn. Now Bright. Lawrence.
Good footer from Chelsea, I don't mind this.
That's sloppy there, but Cuthbert recovers it, of course.
Well, the next word that my mouth will going to be that Chelsea's clearly taking control of this game and control possession. And
Typical.
Cuthbert did that, and Lawrence has been dispossessed, and here comes Naz.
Cuthbert doesn't foul her. Lets her come forward. Here's Bizet, who can let one fly here, waiting for some support. Could have had a shot there. And now Chelsea have got players back in there. Grant's cross is blocked by Bjorn. Got to feel Bizet had a hit there.
Yeah. Just got to have a go, see what happens. You never know. Get a decent shot away. You've got to test Akira Musovic. But that Lawrence just caught him dead, and she felt she was fouled. I don't think she was. Good decision by Heaslip. And just... Yeah, BJ's got to be more decisive. Have a go. Take aim. Cause a problem. Not good enough. Not good enough. But again, Tottenham corner. Only 1 goal down here. Can they find the equaliser from this corner?
Well, I certainly hope they can. Summoning over this one. Swings one in towards the back post. Spence unable to meet it with her head as it's headed away by Millie Bright. Ball lifted back up in the air by Beulah. Cleared away and it'll fall for Clinton. And now Leopold's trying to come away with the ball, but Clinton just pokes it back towards James Turner. Here's Ash Neville. Keeps it in play. Just about. Now finds Drew Spence. Tottenham with a lot of players forward. Good block from Bright. And now gets it away. But Chelsea up against it a little here.
Yeah, Tottenham came out second half and started quite fast. And yeah, as you say, just putting Chelsea under a little bit of pressure.
Here's Ashley Neville.
I mean, at this rate, I think Chelsea could do a bit of a second wind with some changes.
Clinton. Naz. Nice turn. Finds Grant. Bizet lets that run across her body. Back towards Charlotte Grant. Really nice football this from Tottenham again. And Charles pokes it out for a corner. Chelsea unable to get out of their own half at the moment. And Tottenham will be feeling confident with this. Because they're really putting the current leaders under the cosh here.
Good football from good football from Tottenham again there.
Yeah, really nice exchange down that right-hand side.
Drawing another corner, and from a set piece, anything can happen.
Indeed.
Decent aerial threat for Tottenham as well.
And Chelsea aren't great at dealing with balls in the air. They have been better since Bright came back. Sumanen now lifts it in there, and it's headed away, not convincingly. A mess of boys in the box, and Naz. No, it's actually Neville in there. Blazing one wide, a real good opportunity.
Was it Neville or was it Turner? It was. I mean, it bounces through. It falls to Turner as a shot block, and then
Neville lashes at it.
Bula has a go. That is
not bad, to be fair, with the massive bodies in front of her. Falls to Neville. It's behind her. She just lashes at it, really.
That's a huge miss. Got to keep that down. Got to put it on target.
Yeah, Lucky saying we know what happened when we lost control of the game at Liverpool. Let's wake up early. Exactly. We have to be alert to that possibility. Charles gets brought down there, and Chelsea now can just put their foot on the ball and take a moment here. Just to relax, just to get back into this game. Here's Bjorn.
You expect to see Chelsea changes at this rate if this carries on.
Bjorn, header flicked on by Wrighton in there. Now ball played played off by James Turner.
Yeah, and now
Charles in no rush to get up this touchline.
Bloody hell.
No idea what she tried to do there, but Bizet comes away with the ball. Under pressure here from Hermano is Beulah, and that forces the mistake. Here's Lawrence. Neville hounds her, but Lawrence spins her. Now tries to go down the line, finds Hermano, who keeps it in touch, plays it forward, but it's overhit, and that will run out of play for a Tottenham goal kick.
Yeah, it's not working for Chelsea now, not clicking in place. I don't know what it is. We can't second half, not started well, and it's
looks
worrying.
Nervy.
Yeah,
Tottenham are playing without much fear. They've got nothing to lose. Chelsea have got everything to lose.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
Hopefully, Chelsea get going in this second half.
Chelsea needs to get a foot on the ball, calm it down, and then hopefully find a second just to give them a bumper, a cushion.
Yeah. Lawrence. Hermano. Can Chelsea come forward now? No, decides to turn back.
Now Lawrence again. Bright. Back to our goalkeeper Musovic. Bright again. Mako Hermano. Now Leopolds. And we cut to Hayes bellowing as the ball goes over the top. But that will go through to Votikova. Jasmine says, is James in yet? Not yet. I expect we will see her at some point today. I think Chelsea will be keen to get her involved with the view that she starts United on Saturday. But I guess we'll see. Here's Mako Hermano. Tries to come inside. Macario. Lifts it over towards Hermano, who does keep it alive. Ball in from Macario. That is going to go towards the far post. Now here is Niamh Charles. Wrighton. And Charles wins it back, cuts it back, and it's dealt with by Sumanen. Yeah,
I think Charles had an effort. There.
Could have just had an effort, but yeah, not bad. Chelsea's starting to regain control of the game, but not there as Hermano tries to take on Neville, and now here comes Tottenham. Clinton. And now the ball back to Votikova. Spence receives the ball and spins on it, gives it to Bizet. Tries to poke it towards Sumanen. Now looks towards Naz. Naz and Bjorn fighting for it. Naz does really well to come away with it. Bjorn looks to get back in. That's really good defending from Bjorn, and now Bright clears it away. Guro heads it on. Did Chelsea make changes soon? Try and
100%.
reignite this game.
Yeah, 100%. Chelsea a bit flat. Need to find some energy.
Hamano's trying to switch the play. That's a wonderful ball into Guro Wrighton.
Like we did against Bristol City, made some
Cuthbert.
changes. We found some energy.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly that.
Chelsea need something else in this game. A player that can unlock defences.
Cuthbert. Now Bjorn.
Just working around. I don't mind this. That's a great ball to Hamano. Into
Here's
Macario.
Macario in a good area. Tries to fashion a pass to Guro Wrighton. It's going to drop in midfield and be cushioned down to Hamano by Leopolds. Hamano goes back to Bright. Now Bjorn. Bright. Under pressure, will play it out wide, and Lawrence keeps that in play despite being zipped at her with some pace. Bright.
They're forcing us back here.
Now Musovic.
Doing very well.
Wants an option in there, goes to Bright. And now we're going to cut from the football for some reason and look at the fans. Here's Hamano. BBC camera or producer are annoying me tonight. Bright. Switches the play and flicked on by Charles. Here's Wrighton. James Turner gets a head on there, and that will be a corner. Despite our best efforts to keep it from being such.
Yeah, chance for Chelsea here to perhaps double their lead in fortunate circumstances. Yeah, just over half an hour to go. Chelsea do look like they're flagging a little bit. And I expect to see M. Hayes turn to a subs bench soon. I mean, Carter and this going to warm up at the moment. But anyway, Macario to put the ball in for Chelsea.
Cam Macario whips it in, and it's headed away. It's going to fall for Hamano, who plays it back out wide to Macario. Really good ball from Hamano. Macario looks to take on Bizet. Loops a ball in there. It's headed down. It's Votikova who rushes onto it quickly and deals with the danger. 30 minutes to play. Chelsea have got to keep on top of this game.
I'm really
cannot afford
a lack of movement on the bench.
Yeah, it's got to be a change soon for me. Canrod on the right hand side. James attack midfield. Kirby attack midfield. Something's got to change. Need a bit of life. Need a bit of life in this game.
As Clinton makes a good turn and skips past two, but Hamano steps in well. Cuthbert needs to release the ball, but draws the foul from Grant.
Yeah, just to say as well, Manchester United 1-0 up against Newcastle, which is very good for Chelsea men, because that will mean they can climb into 6th tonight, 3 points ahead. And Mudryk came off injured just before the half as well, which is concerning. Anyway, Cuthbert to Hamano. There's a foul in there. Not penalised as Hamano's coming forwards now. Cuts it back, and Beaver Jones got to look to shoot. She's trying to flick it onto someone there. Perhaps didn't realise where Guro Wrighton was. That's not quite come on.
Not tried to score?
I don't know. Didn't look like a great shot if she did. There weren't much power behind it.
Right, Cuthbert here.
Perhaps that's what she's trying to do.
Thrown to the ground by Clinton.
I wouldn't be surprised if Beaver Jones hooked here. I don't think she's played particularly well.
Right. I think it's an effort on goal.
Maybe.
They really put me in. Great for Hamano.
Yeah, she's played really well tonight. She's definitely had some difficult moments and a couple errors, but overall I think her game's been really good.
Yeah, that's a shot. That's a woeful one at that.
Yeah.
Tottenham under pressure in the back line.
Guro wins it up the pitch. That looked like an arm in there. It's certainly messy from James Turner, but she's got away with it. Ball down the line from Grant, intercepted by Leopold's out for a Tottenham throw. Tottenham want to get it going quickly, but yeah, they're quite fortunate to even be in this position. They've almost lost the ball quite a few times in there. Summonen. She's got that all stuck in her legs, but she's gotten away with it again. Votikova plays it out wide right, and Macario will put the pressure on here. Trying to win the ball back, Cat Macario. Here is Summonen. Plays it inside. Spence turns and knocks it out wide. Neville. Now Summonen. Plays out wide. Good challenge in there from Neve Charles. Wrighton. Macario. Beaver Jones. There's a very firm tackle in there from James Turner. And Aggie Beaver Jones down in some discomfort. Tottenham will be making a change here. Martha Thomas is up and ready to go. Beaver Jones in a bit of discomfort. That was an unnecessarily aggressive challenge from Amy James Turner in there. Just flew into it. Has smashed into Beaver Jones. And at the end of it, Tottenham haven't really gone anywhere with it.
Yeah.
There's no need for that at all. Completely reckless, really. Hopefully, Beaver Jones is all right, and hopefully it's just a bit of a painful one that can be run off, though.
I mean, it's a good
She
tackle.
is up.
One of those. It's a good tackle. She gets
It's
the ball.
completely unnecessary. She's going to get to that ball anyway. She's, absolutely flown in there. Felt more like frustration than anything else.
Yeah, Thomas change not going to happen just yet for Tottenham. Who's she coming on for then?
Won't be surprised to see England hooked.
Yeah.
Won't be awfully surprised to see Naz go.
All of them.
Tottenham haven't looked. Yeah, both of them. They just played with just Mark Thomas. But no, Tottenham haven't offered much of a threat in the final third. Get Thomas through the middle.
It's weird because
Bit
Chelsea
high.
have not been good in the second half.
Never. Well, Tottenham have threatened in this second half, but it's not been their attackers that have.
Yeah.
I guess Naz has come forward a few times. Perhaps bringing her off would be a bit harsh, but she didn't have a very good first half.
Brilliant from Clinton.
You could argue she should have done more with the chances she has had. Here's Cuthbert, bright. Just need to studs on the ball, slow it down, or smash it in the air, Musovic. To absolutely nobody. Here's Grant.
Don't get that. What a weird decision.
Had loads of options around her there,
Yeah.
just smashes it back to their right back.
And Vinberg will also come off Tottenham.
And this is concerning because you've got Marta Thomas, who is just going to go around and be a bit of a presence in there, be a bit of a bully in there. And Vinberg, who's a very pacey winger, a very dangerous wide player. So Tottenham are going for this game.
Yeah, 100%.
Bizet driving it forwards. Cuthbert tries to bring her down, but can't. That's lovely footwork in there. But Bizet's cross doesn't match the play beforehand.
Really good play.
Poor
Really
delivery.
good football. But yeah, Bizet is superbly hit. Running at Charles and Cuthbert. Sees off Cuthbert. Plays brilliant turn to play through both of them. Does really well and just falls over. She goes to put the ball in. It just lacks any quality. But really good piece of skill from the wing up to beat both players. Shame she couldn't stay on her upright to get the cross in. It is Naz coming off for Tottenham. And now they're going to change it. Yeah, so Naz and I'm guessing England? No, England stays on. Bizet. So Bizet and Naz off for Vinberg and Thomas. Interesting.
No, I'm not awfully surprised to see that, but yeah, England staying on's an interesting one. But I guess against their former side, she'll want to continue playing.
Perhaps, yeah. Now I actually feel like Chelsea's changes need to come now more than ever.
Yeah. Mr. Bigfish says, guys, we need goals. I assure you City will overturn the goal difference in the first half versus Aston Villa. Yeah, I agree we need goals, but we have got a 2-goal difference advantage now.
And we have to score at United if we want to beat them.
So it'll at least be 3 in that case. Now, I know it's very easy for City to get 4. Or not impossible for City to get 4, but that is... Yeah, I agree we would like more goals in the end of this game, Mr. Bigfish, but I don't think it's advantage City if we don't.
We don't want goals in this game simply because we need to score.
Yes, well, we do need to stay in front. Yeah, that is the crucial thing, isn't it? So 25 minutes to play. Tottenham with a corner now. No idea what Charlotte Grant's complaining about. Either way, her concerns or frustrations will be heard by Emily Heaslip. No, I think it's more at Heaslip and Musovic. Both are getting grilled for their involvement in this.
It's one of those.
Heaslip can't stand for any of it.
If you're going to stand on the keeper, don't be surprised when she pushes you. Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it?
Or complains when you push her.
Yeah. Well,
So Tottenham are doing the
Finally.
conga apparently in there. routine. Will it work? Well, the delivery from Summonen is met in the air, but Musovic claims well, despite Charlotte Grant and Ashley Neville's best attempts to put her off.
And Millie Bright making sure he's exactly who was on the case.
Yeah, a scowl from the Swede there in the direction of Ashley Neville.
Neville just pulls her back as she goes to run with it.
She's not happy with that at all.
No.
Yeah, been watching too much Katie McCabe, I think. Strong tackling there from Spence, but she did win the ball.
Yeah.
Right and furious. That's not been given.
It's a good tackle, though.
And Leopold's in a bit of discomfort here, but she will get back up to her feet to roll the ball to Macario that came to her.
That was so necessary.
Macario.
Needs some help.
Going towards the corner and just brushes off him back there.
Might win herself a corner.
And that should be a Chelsea corner, and it is indeed. Any substitutions for Chelsea? Not yet, Jasmine.
There should be.
But yeah, if you are watching along in chat, get your thoughts. Who should Chelsea?
He's right there.
Yeah. Do you get your thoughts in chat? Who should Chelsea bring on in this game?
It's a good tackle. It's
The thing is, it looks clumsy because she gets the ball when Leopold's is jumping. When Leopold's then comes down, obviously she falls on top of Spence and it looks a bit messy. But ultimately, I don't think that's a foul. Anyway, Macario now.
She looks like she doesn't know what to do with this.
Just both running circles in the box. The ball goes in. It's headed away by the first player. Going to drop for Hermano, whose touch isn't awful. Lawrence lifts it back out wide to Macario, who brings it down well. Now gives it to Wrighton, who tries to lash across the box, but Thomas gets in there and clears it away. And there's an offside call it anyway. Well, in there on Macario. Olumachi Favour, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Welcome to the stream, saying why hasn't Emma made any subs? Well, yeah, we are now approaching the 70th minute. You would expect to see some changes. That's not offside on Wrighton, which is when the flag's gone up. But thankfully it didn't lead to a goal.
And it's a Chelsea trio and a note.
Ooh.
So Carter
we thought this was against Bristol City. We then scored 6.
And Carter will also carry a slip. It is going to be...
But he slip.
Maybe.
Brown envelope.
It's going to be Macario... Oh, no, these guys getting instructions. They're not doing the subs now.
But yeah.
Oh, they are now, are they?
So, Jess Carter, presumably on one of the centre halves. You'd imagine Bright? No, it's going to be Lawrence. Okay, yeah, that does make sense, to be fair here.
Yeah.
She is a fullback. She just had to be a centre half because we've had no centre halves. Shirts me says, Hope City win. Welcome to the stream, mate, but going to have to disagree with your statement.
Then Canaride's coming on for Hermano, yeah.
Good performance from Hermano tonight. Scored the crucial goal. And, really good overall performance. And does get standing ovation from the Chelsea travelling support. And then Sjoka Nusken on as well. Is that for...
Leopold, surely.
Could be... I would have said Beaver Jones, but... Yeah, it does look like Beaver Jones is staying on. So Nusken on for Macario. That's a weird call. For me, Macario's played better tonight than Aggie has. Love Aggie Jones, but she's not been on it tonight.
Let's see what happens.
Interesting shout. I think there's just a lot of faith there in Aggie Jones. Emma Hayes clearly really rates her, but for me, she's not done enough tonight.
Why?
But it does seem to be...
Oh, is it a 5-pack?
It's a
3-pack.
Front three.
Yeah, but why is Carter so high? I should drop that now. She was just high. Caught me out. Yeah, it's a front three of Canaride.
It's a bit more of a 4-3-3 rather than a 4-4-2 like we have been playing. So it's a little bit more aggressive. And it's going to look like, in attack at least, it's going to be a situational back three.
Probably.
Charles is going to fly forwards. Carter stays back. Canaride goes really wide, which is why they've brought Canaride on. James watching on. We'd like to see her involved at some point this evening. We have only got 20 minutes left now, though.
And saying that she hasn't put a bib on yet and is still sat in her coat does not look like she's going to get any action tonight.
Which is concerning, because we'd like to see her start against United, but guess we've still got her own impact off the bench. Here's Carter. Just her presence, to be fair. Threatening. James Turner. Beulah. Mate, she walked past you in the tunnel. You are bricking it if she's not playing.
I'm not going. Go home.
Mr. Whipper says, why is Mackay off? I give you Jones. It's been awful. Actually, it's been awful, but I definitely think Mackay's been the better player. It's an interesting call. Cuthbert does really well at winning half the field, but he slipped aside. She doesn't want to see any top Chelsea goals, so doesn't give. So gives a foul for some godforsaken reason.
That's reputation, that is. When a referee sees Cuthbert go into a bit of a physical challenge.
Great tackle. That's a really good tackle. Pen Club says, is James in? Not yet. Lauren James still sat on the bench. It doesn't look like she's going to get on in this game, but we'll see. It'll be good to see her tonight, but doesn't look likely now.
Yeah. As it stands then, both sides sitting on 52 points. Chelsea on a goal difference of 47, City on a goal difference of 45, means that the Blues will top the league as it stands going into Saturday. And Heaslip pulls up Cuthbert there for another foul, and it will be a Tottenham free kick. That one is a bit more of a foul, yes. Yeah, Chile Swede says, who do you guys want to? I mean, we're both Chelsea fans, so we're both hoping that Chelsea win.
Yeah.
Alex Sinclair, hello mate. Hi, sorry I'm late. How's the game been? Don't apologise, mate. Well, it's been all right. Chelsea haven't been phenomenal, but we're doing the job, and that's what matters. My worry is that we're only a goal up, and similar to the Liverpool game, there is a chance that Tottenham get back into this.
Here's Nuska. That's a good tackle from Ash Neville. James Smith says, do you guys support City or Chelsea? Both Chelsea fans. Yeah. I know it's a bit confusing given Harry's wearing City colours tonight, but does that get the badge in? There you go. But yeah. Chelsea fans. Anyway, 15 minutes to play. Now Carter plays it across to Bjorn. And now here comes Neve Charles flying down this left-hand side. Ball cuts the edge of the box. Aaron Cuthbert coming forwards. Brilliant stuff from Cuthbert. Cuts it across. It's great tackle in there from Charlotte Grant. Did Cuthbert take too many touches in there? Could she have shifted that sooner, perhaps?
I don't know. I think it was phenomenal. I love watching it. What a run. Really good play down the left-hand side again.
It's phenomenal. Charles cuts it back perfectly. This is a really good touch. That's a really good touch.
Could see you later.
That third one, could she look to do something more with it? That's a good touch. That's a good touch.
If this falls,
I guess she just doesn't. She's going in the wrong direction.
On her right foot, she has a shot.
If it's the other side of the pitch, yeah, I know what you're saying. Cuthbert plays towards the front post, and that's a terrible ball.
I still believe she booked the corner. Doesn't get past the first.
No, not a very Chelsea player.
I don't care who it is.
Drew Spence sends it forwards. Good from right to play it back over the top. England here up against their former teammates, and she makes a hash of it, heads it down in the box, and it looked like she was trying to get an assist for a Chelsea forward there, but Beaver Jones unable to get a clean contact with that one.
15 to go, still only 1-0 for Chelsea's favour.
Yeah, Pen Club saying the boys are doing quite well, and we're currently sitting in 6th. Yes, we have been keeping tabs on that game. Good performance so far from the men, and hopefully we see them get that over the line. Been really positive stuff recent weeks for Pochettino's side.
100%. Here is England. Bright gets in there. Bright gets in there again, wins the ball back.
Hannah Wright does really well to pick up on the ball. Beaver Jones coming forward, takes it past one, cuts it into the box.
Too early.
So yeah.
Drive decision making Chelsea in the final third.
Hasn't looked sharp tonight.
Across everyone who's played in the attacking, decision making has not been good enough tonight. And that could cost us. It really could. Tottenham have still got a chance in this game. They really have.
Yeah. I mean, as Alex Sinclair says, only being 1-0 makes me nervous. Does comment as well saying good to see Hamano get a goal. It was really good to see. Because we slated her in the early stage because she did make a couple mistakes. But yeah, very good player. Very raw. Lots of potential there. Hopefully we see her develop really well over the next few years. Here's Charles. Slides it into Cuthbert. She's thrown on the floor a bit there by Grace Clinton, but if it's the other way around, that's a foul every day of the week. That's the frustrating part. Bit of consistency would be nice from Heaslip.
Yeah.
Musovic. No idea what she's done with it because we just cut to look at the back of Guro Wright and Cuthbert. It's from when the game's on BBC 4. Get random cut.
Right.
Right.
Outside.
Carter. We'll just get a random Guro cam every few minutes. Here's Carter.
Awesome.
Back to most of it.
Crowd. Some chairs.
Musovic.
I think we're in control with the ball. We're knocking it around slightly.
All it takes them to win it, and then suddenly we're in trouble.
A corner, a free kick, a stupid moment, and Tottenham equalise, and suddenly
a misplaced pass, and they counter. That's the fear, isn't it? Bjorn. All that wide to Charles. Who turns Wimberg, but can't keep it in touch.
Changes haven't had the desired effect so far.
No. No, not a lot of impact in attacking areas. No, I'm not really seen Sjoka.
Now we don't know. We're a bit of a 4-1-4-1. One back by Chelsea. Carter. What's she going to do with it? Took too long, went backwards. Right. Smashed it long. What a ball. No, that's not going to do. Maybe it is.
It's going to chance for it. Does win it back. Got to make something off this. It's a poor pass. Rice will pick up at the back post. Puts it back in there. Headed up in the air. Chelsea have cocked off another big chance.
How have we got
It's still in the box. Cuthbert. Right turn towards the back post. Beaver Jones's header's awful.
And giving a foul anyway for the push.
Infuriating.
Have Chelsea not got a shot out of that whole move?
I think this is why Cannon benched. Great work. Busting a gut here to fight for it. Wins it back. That's an easy pass back to Beaver Jones.
Or even Guro. The pass to Guro should have been better.
She cut it to the far post to Guro. It just doesn't come off. And now we are going to see Lauren James. So get involved in chat if you're a Lauren James fan. Show your support because she's coming on for Chelsea. Strong tackling there from Nuskin. Clinton goes back. But as I said at the start of the stream, we want to see James at the end here. Get her fit. Make sure she's ready to start on Saturday. Chillets Me says, what will be your reaction if Chelsea loses the title and doesn't win any trophies this season?
Cry.
It'll be disappointing. I think it'll be a very disappointing season. I think it's been a disappointing season anyway because so much was expected of this season. However, I don't think it has as much of an impact on MA's legacy as people seem to think. Yes, of course, it would have been lovely to go out. It would have been lovely to go out on a treble, quadruple, whatever, and it still would be lovely to go out on a title win. However, I don't think it has that big an impact on her legacy. I still think
will
be renowned as one of the best managers of all time.
That will change for Chelsea then. Beaver Jones and Brighton coming off for Lauren James and Fran Kirby.
Good to see. And hopefully we can see another goal would be lovely.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah, Beaver Jones not looked at it tonight. No. I do think Brighton's played very well though. Pencroff saying, finally James is in, the nerves are gone now. Well, I'm still nervous, but yeah, understandable. And there is going to be a drinks break here. I imagine someone's down. It is Drew Spence that's down for Tottenham. Kirby and James going over for refreshments and they just got the pitch.
Knackered. Yeah, Spencer's going to receive some treatment. But yeah, I mean, it's just Tottenham. They're still pushing. They know they can still get a positive result out of this.
Yeah, I still disagree with you, by the way, Mr. Big Piss. I don't think we're lucky if we win the league. Again, we've only dropped points to one side outside the top three. That's still ridiculously consistent this season.
We've only been working our 4 seasons because our 4 seasons were perfection.
Well, exactly that. Exactly that. And even so, last year we won the league on 58 points. This year on 52. Yes, that's 6 points difference. But you consider as well, City on 52, last year United on 56. So everyone's taking points off everyone this season. It's been a really competitive league. The WSL issues, I don't think Chelsea have got worse, and the WSL just got more competitive. You cut away that with the fact that Chelsea don't have Sam Kerr, don't have had loads of injuries from Maya Ramirez, don't have Mia Fischel, loads of injuries for Bright this season. She's only just got back in the side. We've seen James out for small periods right at the start of the season injured. There's so many little knocks here, little injuries there, players missing for large periods. It's been a difficult season for Chelsea.
Yeah.
But ultimately, they've still been really consistent. Champions League semi-final, I think we were really hard done by in that. FA Cup semi-final, we were ridiculously hard done by. That was an awful refereeing performance, and Chelsea were absolutely robbed by United in that game. And I think we would have beaten Tottenham last Sunday. Here's Canaride with a chance, but it is stopped. And now here's Cuthbert.
the way Spence came off there for Kit Graham.
And we've got no one but ourselves to play for the Conti Cup final, but Arsenal were very good that day. But so I think, yes, it's been a season of, what ifs and maybes, but we've not played awfully. Olamachi says, why remove Guro though? Guro's played well today, but I get why. Fresh legs, see if we get a goal. See if Frank can come on and make something happen. Important header from Nuskin. And James will go over and give it chase, but that's out of play. Hooked out of play by James Turner. Mr. Big Pierce says, Emma Hayes subs are sus. What's wrong with the subs today, Mr. Big Pierce? I get your frustration at Beaver Jones not coming off, but she has been really key for us recently.
And she's off now anyway.
Yeah. Leopolds. Ball forwards. Leopolds wins it again. It's just game ahead at the moment. It falls for Leopolds again. He puts it into a good area. Kirby will go and challenge it. Header away. Canaride will try and hold on to the ball, but it's a firm challenge from Beth England to win it back. Here's Wimberg, and it'll be Charles that recovers the ball. Now it's with Kirby. Turns nicely. James. Trying to come forward, Lauren James. Nice dribble, but unable to go anywhere. Now here is Matilda Wimberg. Through the lines, picks out Beth England.
Offside.
She is offside, fortunately for Chelsea. Got away one there, I think. So it's a little bit open. Michelle Jowers saying, amazing commentary, guys. Thank you so much, Michelle. Appreciate all the support tonight. And really appreciate the kind words as well. Thank you. Josh Singh says, come on, Chelsea, one more goal. That would be nice to see.
Yeah.
Now here is Erin Cuthbert, overlap from Canaride's going to go in the box, and Kirby lashes at it.
Big miss.
Gets under that one and hooks it over. That's a shame.
Got to do better with that. Got to do better with that.
Yeah, MZ Cadora says, let's get it. Penclough says, how many minutes do you think, do you guys think will be added on? 5 minutes, I'd say, tops. I can't see much more than that. There's not been a whole load of stoppages in the second half. Fair enough. Mr. Chris says, I predict if Emma Hayes had stayed, Joanna Wright and Canada would play right back or right wing back like she did against Barcelona. Well, that worked against Barcelona. We played a more defensive shape in the first leg. We won.
Yeah.
In the second leg, you can make a strong argument that the only reason we didn't was a mistake that led to the goal. We just weren't disciplined in the back line, and then an awful performance. Yeah, and then Lema Demetrescu. But yeah.
Chelsea still pushing for that goal though, but Tottenham still in this game with 5 minutes to play. Canaride, Nuskin, Canaride. Better from Chelsea. Canaride still got to try and release this though.
Yeah.
Does well, mate.
Chico Mallow, welcome to the stream, saying Chelsea's female team makes what the men's team can't. Yeah. I mean, at the moment, obviously the men's side have had a lot of success in the past. Charles coming forward, tries to put the ball in the box, says,
good defending.
I'd argue so. Yeah, it looked dubious, but I think she was on the right side of the line there. Good challenge from Leopold's winning a heart of the field. She's been incredible tonight, in my opinion. Kirby. Can she pick out a player? James takes in her stride and she can't react in time.
Didn't she realise it would come back?
No.
Because it shouldn't have.
It's messy again from Tottenham. Yeah. But yeah, 5 minutes to play. Just a reminder, firstly, thank you everyone that's tuned in tonight. 86 people watching right now is incredible. But a reminder, if you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure to do so. There's got to be 10 people out there who haven't subscribed. And if those 10 could, that'd be incredible. 790 subscribers are currently on. If we could hit 800 tonight, that would be phenomenal. Here's Millie Bright, though. Almost giving away the ball. Charles gets caught in the challenge, goes to Bjorn. The ball goes long, and that'll offer Chelsea a momentary respite.
Yeah. For Chelsea, just got to see this result through now. But, I mean, from Villar's point of view, it's been a really good response from Tottenham. After getting battered on Sunday at Wembley, they've come back, they've given Chelsea a good game.
I think it speaks volumes about the atmosphere and cultures cultivated at that side, because they bounce back from a win in this manner. Bounce back from a loss in this manner, rather than the feeling sorry for themselves, rather than the frustration and anger at the disappointment. They are instead focused on getting back to it. And Clinton challenges. And for a moment there, I think the away support would have had their hearts in their mouths. Luckily, it went wide. Gaffer Gav says City might have the advantage if it stays like this. City can easily get multiple goals versus Villa. The game versus United won't be easy. Yeah, I agree. I think we're not in a perfect situation. It's still definitely in our hands, though. We know if we want to win the title, we just have to beat United and score as many goals as we can. Ultimately, we can't do any more than that. Yes, it'd be lovely to get a couple more goals this evening while we're in the ascendancy. And it's frustrating that we haven't scored more this evening. But ultimately, we've got the win, and that's the important thing. We got the goals that we needed in the Bristol City game. So tonight was all about the 3 points. We're still 2 goals ahead. And for me, a 2-0, 3-0 win against United isn't too difficult. And then City would have to win 6-0 against Villa, which isn't impossible. But I think Villa will give City a go. Olamachi says City's match won't be easy for them, though. Well, exactly. This thing people forget about Villa as well. While Villa haven't been good this season, it's Carlo Ward's last game, so they'll be keen to win there. They are the away team in that match as well. And I know Chelsea are away against Manchester United. Terrible plan, by the way, by the WSL. You could have predicted that. Yeah. That Chelsea City might both be in the title race, but either way, it's I think we can does really well. Plays the ball inside. Ball's now, and it's a shot from range. It's blocked and wide.
All day, corner. The whole day, the decision making in the final third has not been good enough from Chelsea, and that is why we've only scored 1 goal.
Yeah. Luke says, who is going Man United versus Chelsea game at Old Trafford? Oh, we'd 100% have gone, but we're streaming it, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, we love covering it, of course. Don't mean to say that, but obviously we love going to watch it live. But yeah. Final day of the season, we can't really afford to not to stream that.
That's a bit of a
Chelsea corner. Well, it's a track. But Old Trafford, it's going to be a very good game. And, anyone who is going, I hope you enjoy the match.
Such a teacher, Emily Heaslip.
Yeah.
You two, here please.
Because it's the 89th minute, and what we really need now is a minute lecture from Emily Heaslip.
About why you can't put it in the penalty area.
Corner from Cuthbert.
Do what I say. Let them do what they want, and then just give the free kick on the penalty. That'll stop people pushing her around.
Ball in, and it's headed over. Not bad, but that is
free kick
out for. Oh,
yeah. Saying. Let them push each other, and then make your decision. Don't tell them off for pushing around. Yeah,
Mr. Big Piss says if the Spurs manager gets more quality, he can win the league. To me, is tactically better than any manager in the WSL.
Oh,
I don't think he's tactically better than any manager in the WSL. I think he's tactically very good. I think he will continue to be good.
I think 4 minutes additional time, by the way. They really want to get us over with.
Oh, I wasn't far off from my 5 minutes. But there hasn't been any stoppages. There's not been any goals in the second half.
That's good.
Ball into the box. Canaraj will try and keep this alive at the back post. Could really do with a goal here. Someone's got to be shouting that. Remember the fact we are in a title race.
Carter puts it in.
Headed away.
Your partner now is not conceding.
Yeah, I was going to say. Just ultra careful at this moment.
Bjorn, can Chelsea finally get on the last few minutes, wherever they are? Cuthbert lumps it over to Charles. Charles tries to beat Grant, does beat Grant.
Drills the ball in, really should have gone in the air there.
Yeah.
Nachos do win it back out the field, but it's messy. Wimber gets there and then Cuthbert comes across and knocks it out of play.
Yeah, Chelsea just pushing.
Luke says, I'm going to the match. We'll enjoy it. If you do see a camera, make sure to wave in it. If you want to take a TWFC flag and wave that in the camera as well, then we'll make sure to shout you out on the stream.
Virtual one. Clinton knocks out for a Chelsea throw. Leopolds brings it down.
Canaride. Here's James. Gives it to Kirby. Really good chance for Chelsea. Why is she passed?
Honestly.
Why is she passed in that position?
Tonight.
Got to shoot there for me, Frank Kirby. Got to shoot.
And now here comes Martha Thomas.
For Millie Bright.
Brilliant defending.
Ending that before it can become anything too threatening.
2 minutes to go, Tottenham throw.
Big challenge in there from Carter, and Chelsea come away with the ball. Jess Carter, Canaride, Nusken, that's too soft in there. Sorry, Leopolds. Now Clinton, Nusken's got to get across there. Cuthbert will come in. That's a bit over-aggressive, though, from the Scot.
This is silly. This is silly.
Yeah.
Minute and a half to go. Tottenham free kick. And I mean, Hayes looks nervous. A chance for Tottenham to launch into the box. Huge moment.
Indeed it is.
In the WSL title race.
Lindbergh over this. Ball in. And it's headed away just about. Kirby's going to come away with the ball. Punts it long. Here's James. Waiting for some support. Now goes to Charles. Tries to take players on. James caught by England. Should be a free kick in there. It is something. Tottenham free kick, I think. Or a throw. I have no idea. Heathcliff is not being very clear. It's a throw. Baffling one there, considering England did just kick James. Charles goes up the line. James will try and fight for it. It spills out to Nusken. Now Canaride. Oh, she absolutely smashed that at Leopold's. Kirby will keep this alive, potentially, though. She does really well. Fran Kirby there to keep it in play. Lifts it into the box. Headed away. Cuthbert can't keep it alive on the edge, and now Tottenham will come forwards. Carter comes across to try and make a foul.
And
love that. Take the yellow cards. Thank
Heathcliff. Hazel Pet for her. That is what you call a tactical foul. That is definitely worth a yellow card.
Yeah.
She's ran across the pitch, just a lumping to Charlotte Grant there to stop any attack developing. Really, really smart defending. I don't usually congratulate tactical fouls, but that was needed.
Very much necessary.
Also, the manner in which she did it was bloody hilarious.
you could see it go from a mile off.
Ran a lot of bullet joiner shot. Carter heads away. Canaride doesn't clear properly.
No, it is Neville.
Tottenham. Oh, no. Oh, big tackle from Cuthbert. How long is he slipped playing for?
No
longer.
That should be it. And it is Tottenham 0, Chelsea 1. And now, after 21 matches played, Chelsea City joint on points, separated by just 2 goal difference. Chelsea on 52, City on 52. It's never been tighter. Very, very exciting stuff.
Wow. I mean, what a day Saturday's going to be. Make sure to join us there. Subscribe if you haven't already.
Make sure to do that, yes.
Honestly.
We'll be live from 2:30 on Saturday for the WSL final day, where we, of course, decide who is the champion.
It's going to be
who will win
honestly,
the WSL.
That day, there's going to be so many twists and turns. There's going to be goals galore. It's going to be an absolutely mental Saturday. Some nervy moments, some incredible moments. Either way, we'll crown a WSL champion. Both teams deserve it. Only one can win it. It's too close to call.
Very much is. We are 4 subs away as well from 800. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do so. 3 subs away now, so even less excuses. But Harry, who is your player match from today's game?
Oh, that's an interesting one, isn't it? That's a really tough one because I don't really. I'm going to go Melanie Leopold.
I like it.
Absolutely brilliant today. Really controlled that midfield. Incredible fight in there. Really provided a platform for Chelsea to push off, even if it wasn't a convincing win.
Yeah, I think the second half was really difficult for Chelsea. Didn't really play particularly well. I was torn between 2 really, between Niamh Charles and Guro Wrighton, but just because she got an assist, I'm going to say Guro Wrighton. I think she was the key player really in the Bristol City game, and again a really good assist today. So yeah, I'm going to have to go with her. But shout out as well, honourable mention to Meika Hermano. She was phenomenal with that goal. Missed a few chances, a little bit sloppy at times, but overall I think she played really well, and obviously got that goal. That is phenomenal to see as well. Christopher Nkunku scoring. Can anyone tell me where to watch WSL for free? It should be available on the... Yeah, today you're a bit late. But if you're getting in the mood for Saturday, it is available on BBC. It will be on FA Player. I don't know what all the different games are on this weekend. But yes, it'll be all on BBC, according to Harry. So make sure to watch it there. But yes, join us Saturday, 2:30. We'll be doing 30 minutes of build-up. before the big game. And should be a very good one. But
Wow.
yes, that is everything from us today. Look out on Friday because we'll be doing a preview for the final day of the season. Sort of like our predictions show, but we're going to be talking a lot more about the Chelsea and City games and a lot less about the other ones. But that is everything from us today. Thank you guys very, very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.